following video contains strong language, themes of madness, and descriptions of body horror. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Table Goblins here on the HuntingHawks channel. Here we have, rolling for initiative, Hayden Marshall. Okay. Rolling to attack, Adam Baker. Rolling max damage, Joe Dodds.
That's my thing now.
I think he's on it. Rolling a crit, Tim Clark. And rolling a new character, Graham Pell.
Always.
And I'll be your dungeon master, Leigh Bridge. Okay, so we've got some announcements to get through. This is the first major recording of the new year, 2019. This is our new setup for the foreseeable future. Please follow our social media. That's all at the bottom, running along the bottom of the screen there. Or the Instagram account, which I think Graham sorts that out.
Yes, on.
Hayden's the Twitter. Who's the Facebook?
That's it. Everybody.
That's everyone.
Is that everyone?
Yeah.
Everyone is a Facebook. That's in general. Everyone is a Facebook. Share it with your friends, with other gamers, D&D enthusiasts, your grandma, the cat, whoever's going to enjoy watching it. Just get us out there, please.
My cat is another 15 bar.
Yeah, sweet. Sound effects, background music is by Plate Mail Games. You can't hear it at the minute because it's not very loud at the minute. Character minis that we've been using have been painted by Alec Burnside and some by our very own Graham Pell at the Kobold Star Dingy Ding Doo.
Down a bit.
Down a bit.
There we go.
Hey.
Nice.
If you have a look at that, great. Also, shout out to Sirenscape, who we're not using right now, but we will be using for audio in the intro and some other sound effects. And that is all the major announcements. I think it's time to get into the new campaign.
Ooh. Exciting.
The new episode of this show. Okay.
Good stuff.
Why did we put Baker in the middle?
Why did we put Baker?
Just why?
That's where the sentence ends.
You'll find that a lot. Okay, right. So bringing it down. Let's. How do I turn this up?
Use the volume button.
What is the volume button?
On the side.
Is that it? Is that it? That's one.
Here at HuntingHawks, we only portray the most
Professionalism.
Consummate professionals and everything we do.
Be gentle with him, it's his first time DMing.
First time DMing on camera, really. Okay.
Showed up in clothes, that's all you can ask, really.
Right.
We're going in. That's not sound effects, that's just Graham's toilet.
You hope it's his toilet.
No. Not some sentient being. Moving on.
Okay, right, let's get this started. Alright.
It's already open.
Cold wind blows. Raindrops fall on the window. The warmth of the tavern causes mist to grow upon the pane. You each look around the table at your brothers in arms. Together, you have faced perils beyond belief, fought mighty beasts, and saved the realm. Your bond is stronger than friendship. Together you are heroes. On paper.
That's right.
Your weapons of choice are dice and pencils. After finishing another epic campaign, you have decided to celebrate by going for a drink. The five of you sit around a table, making jokes, reminiscing over past adventures, telling tales of Hayden changing characters every 3 weeks.
Twice!
Graham making another annoying persona. Tim being the powerhouse, Joe being the brains, and Baker Unfortunately, Leigh hasn't been at D&D for a few weeks. You think it must be some illness because he hasn't been at work or training either. But that hasn't stopped your adventures and the stories you have woven together. Now, as you sit around the table, I would like Graham to make a perception check. Just roll a straight d20.
What? So is this in real life I make a perception check or
Don't try and inception this.
13?
13. Well, that's just. Graham, you notice a beautiful woman sitting in the corner. She sits alone, nursing a glass of wine.
Oh.
She is looking all around the pub, and as you look at her, her eyes meet yours. She smiles and looks away shyly. Now, you've been sitting in the pub for a while, your drinks are running low, and it is Joe's turn to buy another round.
Yeah.
Alright, wait a minute.
I'll have a diet
Vegetarian.
drink. Giant.
A giant drink.
Yeah, a giant, large diet.
Cola of some description.
Yes.
Non-brand specific.
Non-brand
Yeah.
specific fizzy drink. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I love what he's
This is
having,
a
but
cheap
with, I
round.
love what he's having, but with whiskey in it.
Yes.
Same but with rum in it.
Okay.
Pint of lager, 2 shots of tequila, and a bit of absinthe.
Okay, the same as that.
Also absinthe. No, absinthe.
So 5 cokes.
Yeah.
Okay, Graham, you notice as Joe gets up and walks over to the bar, the woman smiles at you and walks up to the bar next to him.
I look away in fear.
Graham Bell, ladies and gentlemen.
So you can no longer move closer to the object.
Joe, as you wait at the bar to order, a beautiful woman stands a few feet away from you, seemingly waiting for a drink too. After a while, she looks at you and smiles. She has long hair dyed black. Her eyes so dark a brown you could be mistaken for thinking they were black too. Her red lips curl further as you continue to look at her, and she begins to move closer to you. Dressed for winter as she is, with her scarf, gloves and baggy jumper, you still can't help but notice the grace of her form. Her makeup may be a little on the heavy side, but it is applied very well. She stops next to you and says, "It takes such a long time to get served here. I'm surprised anyone is drunk at all. Hi, my name is Asher. I'm new around here and I'm looking for a few friends to hang out with. Perhaps I could buy you a drink?"
Well, it's my round, so
Like
let me get you one.
Oh, sure. I'll have a glass of wine.
Sure. Any preferred non-specific variety?
Joe, charisma 20.
I will have your reddest red.
You're ready. I want to blood.
Alright then.
Can I just say as well that this place's plumbing needs sorting out?
Yeah.
Why are we in this dive?
That's fine, we've got a tavern wall. Why am I using cave?
I'm being dripped on from something I think might be toilet.
Wait,
This is
Where's
the worst bar
I've been
we've
in
ever
plenty
been.
of pubs like this. This is fine.
Tavern, there's
No,
one with
same,
music,
it's-
one without music.
Joe, you don't need to worry about another pint because mine's filling up.
City,
I wouldn't
outside,
drink that if I
inside,
were you.
It's
outside
fascinating.
desert, outside mountain, outside open plains.
I won you.
Oh, inside tavern, is there. It's because of one of the rest of them.
Yeah.
Press play.
That sounds like the rest of them.
Better.
Yeah.
Sounds just
Why is
like-
that mum on fire?
Sounds just
Oh,
like
we've got in the other. Oh,
Is that
oh
the
we're
window
in
seat
the
in the
out
corner?
house. Oh, we're in the bear garden.
That was VIP.
Okay, so
Smutting everywhere.
after you get the drink, she helps you bring them over to the lads. She sits down at the table, introduces herself. "Hi, my name is Asher."
Thank God, because I'd forgotten the name already.
Joe, charisma 20, intelligence 10.
Oh shit.
Fuck it up.
So,
Asher falls off the table.
what do you do? You're here.
I stare at my drink, concentrating immensely in fear that Rita will sense what I'm doing.
Just like Reapers appear from the ground.
Yeah, and there is a girl at the table, and I was like, constantly looking at my phone to sort of like, I'm assuming I have my phone.
Yes.
It's like-
Why wouldn't you have your phone?
Yeah, exactly. I was
I'm
like,
really good at looking
just
to
to make
see
sure
what
that-
Graham's doing.
I'm on my phone as well. I was like,
Graham's having an aneurysm. So, how long have you been in Grantham? You lived here all your life?
don't live here.
Pretty much.
You don't live here?
I don't. I live 20 miles away.
Oh, but it's still close.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So,
You should know that we're all huge nerds.
what's,
Socially awkward.
what do you mean, nerds?
Yeah, we're into
Tiny bits of
gaming.
popping candy there.
Gaming, video games, D&D, that kind of thing.
We've got a YouTube channel. You should check it
Yeah.
out.
HuntingHawks.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool.
You are literally the only person in Grantham ever to say that to us.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, it would save you a seat at the table, but
She's
you know,
already at a seat at the table.
No, I mean at our table,
Oh, okay.
but you probably won't show up. Like most people that we invite.
You know, because they have
Okay.
these horrible things called social lives.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm getting a weird energy from you guys, but it's...
Weird's the right
We
word.
are weird guys.
Weird.
We will.
but I don't dislike it. It's,
We get better the more alcohol you drink.
then I'll keep drinking.
Also, he has a
And,
tendency to take his clothes off, so try to stay away.
You carry on drinking and laughing and getting to know each other and everything like that.
I've barely said a single word.
And as the night comes to an end, the last call bell is rung. You all say your goodbyes and make your way home.
So yeah,
That's me.
Walk me through your typical Tuesday. How does it start off?
Typical like Tuesday.
From I wake up,
Yeah.
wish I hadn't woken up, like I want more sleep. It's not happening, alarms go off like 3 times.
Yep.
Like play on my phone for a bit, then get up. Probably have breakfast, get dressed, wander off to work.
Okay.
Wander off to work.
Yeah.
Might as well go.
Okay. So as you go to work, you're there
Working.
for the whole morning. And lunchtime comes up. What do you do
Yes.
for lunch?
Pack lunch,
Pack lunch.
sit in the break
Nice.
room, have a sarnie.
Sweet. Okay. You eat your sarnie. You have a drink. You break us up. You go back to work.
Yep,
You start to feel a bit sick.
standard.
Constitution.
Negative 7.
That's right.
Okay.
10 minutes
So
in.
you start to feel a little sick.
Okay.
Okay. This is a serious campaign. All right. This isn't a jokey campaign. This is
No, this is
a little more than normal.
Okay.
Okay. So you start to feel a bit nauseous. Enough for you
Said
to
a little more than normal. Come
a little
on.
more, a little more than normal. Enough for you to go to your boss
Yeah.
about it and say, I've got to.
I'll finish off work at home like feeling too good.
Yeah. Okay. So he lets you go home. Do you take your car to work?
No, I walk.
You walk.
I'll stagger
Okay.
home.
So you stagger home. You get yourself in the house. As soon as you lock the door, you think, oh, right, this is it. I'm at home. You turn around to go to the toilet because you desperately need to,
Yeah.
and just faceplant
always.
on the floor. Okay.
Oh. Right.
You're
Like you said, I was more sick than normal.
okay. So you awake to find yourself in almost complete darkness, laying on a hard earthen floor.
Oh, what?
As you groggily try to sit up, you hear talking coming from multiple directions, seemingly in response to your movements, but you don't recognise the words. You feel hands try to help you and lift you up.
Well,
As you sit up and your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see a face, though the features are a little strange. It appears to be completely bald, with a bulbous nose and pointed ears. He speaks to you in a language you don't understand. Just like, hey, you name, how you got it, man? As you sit there looking confused, a female voice rings out from across the room. Give it a rest, Jim Jar. The young lad's still coming to his senses, and by the looks of him, I'd say he was from the surface, so he probably can't understand you. To which the first voice replies in kind, oh, yeah, sorry, Eldith. I just got excited, not many newcomers here, so friend, what's your name?
I'm going to kind of stand up, have a look around, try and figure out what.
Oh, not much of a talker, huh?
He hails from the Jersey Shores.
And when you stand up, you see that he is standing up, but he's only comes up to like your waist,
Okay.
and his skin is like this deep purple.
Okay.
And you look over to where the female was, and it's this red-haired woman sitting down. She looks like quite stocky and stout.
Okay. I'll kind of look at them both and be like, where's this?
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. No, we're in the Underdark.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
How did they get you?
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Best sandwich. I have no idea. Yeah.
They get that the sneaky bastards, the Drow.
Okay. I think I've had a brain aneurysm.
Bring what?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay.
Cool. This is some kind of dying fantasy, clearly.
All
Alright.
Well, I don't know about dying fantasy, but you're not dying yet. You're gonna wish you were. We all do. Anyway, let me introduce you to the guys. So, my name's Jim Jar.
Jim Jar.
Jim Jar.
Like a jar of Jim.
Sure. That's funny. I like it. Yeah, you're pretty good.
I'm glad you do.
That fiery one over there. That's Eldith. Hey, how you doing?
Well, been better, to be honest.
Hey, so have we all.
Yeah.
And you got Sareth over there, and you look, and it's like this slender-looking man, deep purple skin, pointed ears. You would recognise him as the typical version of a Drow from Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, I'll point to him and go, oh, it's a Drow.
Yeah. He does not acknowledge you.
Cool.
You make a perception check. Just roll d20. 15. You look at him and he doesn't look well.
Okay.
Like he looks like there is something seriously wrong with him, and he's
spirit.
just sort of like holding himself like this. Then he just goes. Then you got Shushar over there. He's a weird one. Just
Okay, I'll look over at
you
Shushar.
look over at Shushar, and it looks like a walking, talking fish. Okay, and his eyes are there, just sort of like half closed, and he's sat like he's meditating. And you just go, oh.
Does he look more Sahaugin or Kuatoa, kind of?
Kuoto. Okay.
It's an actual fish with legs.
There you go. Then we got the big guy over there. You want to steer clear from him, and this is what you would recognise as an orc. He goes,
Cool.
his name's Rant. He doesn't.
Ront.
He's a bit of a dick, to be fair, but.
Well,
And he just sort of like looks at him and goes, "What? You talk to me?"
okay.
And he sort of like gets up and just like gets up in your face, like, "You new kid.
Apparently.
You strong?"
Nope.
That's right. And he just sort of pushes you over
Okay.
and just goes back and sits down.
I'll fall over then.
The other side, you see another big creature, almost as probably about the same size as Runt. It's like this huge, just fur-covered, white. It looks like a
Yeti.
no. It's like a misshapen, bestial humanoid, like a werewolf, but weird.
Okay, a weird
A
wolf.
werewolf.
Weird,
Yeah.
And
Werewolf.
Jim Jar just goes, "Oh, that's Durandal. He has gone up here. I tell you that.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what exactly?
He's a Quaggoth.
Yeah.
The Drow use them all the time as slaves, but this one thinks he's an elf.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some weird shit going on with him." And he points to two other deep gnomes. in the corner and just goes, oh, and they're topsy and turvy. And they look different where Jim Jar is like very, you know, even though he's a prisoner just like you, and you notice that you don't have anything on you, you only have your clothes. Everything else has been taken off you.
Oh.
Jim Jar looks like he holds himself very well. And he's, you know, he's...
Okay. He's not insane.
Yeah, and he looks like if it was any other circumstances he would be dressed very well and be very clean.
Right.
These other two look the complete opposite. They are dirty, scruffy, you know, they've got like stringy hair like that, and just sort of like keeping out. And he just goes, yeah, that's Topsy and Turvy, the twins. They're just these. Oh, you don't want this anymore. I just noticed we're still.
We're not in a tavern. We're in a dripping cave. Back to the cave.
This is just another dynamic. I can't. He goes, yeah, you don't want to get anywhere near them. They keep to themselves. You know, a lot of people here do. And at that point, you notice something just like knock up against your foot, and you look down, and it is just a mushroom.
Ah! I'm going to head away from that.
At that point, it just spores come out.
No.
And you feel them going in your mouth and nose, and just all inside you. And at that point, you go, "Hi, my name's Stool. I'm down here." And you just see, you see this mushroom actually has like legs. It's just like a walking mushroom, and it just sort of like waves one of the legs at you.
Are we Mario?
My name's Stool. What's your name?
I'm going to back away from this mushroom.
Your name's Ten?
No.
Jim Jar just goes. Jim Jar's just like, don't worry about Stool. He talks to you by his spores. It's all telepathic.
I gathered that. I hate this. I hate mushrooms.
You hate mushrooms?
So much.
I wouldn't say that too loud. Get a bit sensitive. He's only young. He's only a little, you know.
Oh, it gets
sprout.
bigger?
Yes.
Ah!
Anyway, you've just woken up. So, yeah.
Okay.
The Drow will probably be around soon.
Great.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them here.
Cool. Here, okay.
You got, well, let me point some out. He takes you up to the bars.
Yeah.
And he goes, so you got those other Drow there, they, you know, there's quite a few of them here, but the ones that you really need to watch out for, you got Shore Vandry.
Okay.
He's the, sort of the captain here, the one that's banging the big boss.
Okay.
Yeah, the new consort. Ilvara Mizram.
Okay.
Now you see, Ilvara, she's a fucking piece of work. I'll tell you that. But she only picked Shore Vandry after she got rid of Jorlan. And he sort of points towards one of the Drow there, and you see just this Drow like burns across his face, and he's just sort of like hobbling along, and he looks pissed off.
Okay.
But he doesn't look pissed off about anything in particular. He looks pissed off as just a state of being.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And he goes, you see, Jorlan was the main consort, so he was the one that was in charge. But then when he got burned, she just chucked him out like that, straight into Shore.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Right.
you know, I think Shore only got the position because of well, he's related to Asher, so you know she's like the junior priestess here that's looking after Ilvara, kind of wants her space. So big fun.
Yeah. This is cool. Okay.
After a while, once you sort of like settle down as much as you can,
Find a corner to curl up in and
it's a
pretend it's not
round
happening.
room.
That's what he's doing, just walking around.
Yeah.
There's a corner somewhere.
you notice commotion at the bars,
Okay.
and the Drow, like a patrol of Drow, and that burnt one that you looked, that Jorlan, he comes up to the gates, opens them, and you notice that they all come in and they all draw hand crossbows and point them at everyone, especially the bigger ones.
Right.
Right? And they go, "It is time. You're all to do your jobs. Work around here. You and you over there. You know what you've got to do." And then he points to you, "New guy.
Yes.
I think I'll put you with that big oaf and Mr. Elf over there." He points to the Quaggoth,
Okay. And who's the other one? The orc?
the orc. Yeah. And he leads you off towards. Let me see. This is the map. Okay, he leads you off towards towards one of the big rooms. As you step outside, you look down and there is it's just a massive drop,
Okay.
and you look down and there's just webs
Oh.
all the way down there, and you see rope bridges leading to
Tights hang down.
stalactites,
Yes.
and like lights on in like only dim lights because obviously the Drow don't need them that much, and they lead you to one and it's just like the main hall, and they start putting you to work in there. Inside the main hall, you see 4 circular tables in the centre of the room. Off to one side of the room, you see an area for preparing food. At one of the tables, there are 3 Drow playing cards. You are told to pick up the scraps of food. As you are cleaning the floor, the Drow keep dropping more food on you on the floor and laughing, sometimes kicking the food away as you try and pick it up.
Okay.
You get the feeling that you're being put to hard labour and stuff like that because they find it amusing, not because they want the job done.
Fair enough. Just mundane torture.
Yeah.
Cool.
As you go about your
I've gone to
duties,
hell.
you hear Ront shout something in a harsh language at Durendal. Ront starts threatening Durendal, then throws him across the room towards you.
Whoa.
Durendal hits the wall near you and cowers from Ront. The Drow pull out hand crossbows and start to subdue Ront. You see Durendal struggling to his feet. Make another perception check for me.
16.
Okay. You see that he has been thrown into a utensil stand, and the utensils are all broken and bent. But you do notice a rusted iron bar that looks like you could hide it in your clothes.
That seems like the kind of thing that would get me into trouble and killed. I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay. After, several hours of this, you're taken back to the cell, and Jim Joe's there and goes, "So, how was your first day?" Yeah, that's about right.
I've had better.
You see, they don't need us to do the work, they just want us to do it.
Yeah, I kind of gathered
They
that.
normally have all the Quaggoths do all the
Uh,
cleaning and all the slave labour. But between me and you, we've been here for a long time. Now, I don't know if you know anything about the Drow taking prisoners or anything like that. You probably heard it from
specific.
wherever you're from. I don't recognise your clothes or your whatever.
No, I'm from another plane, potentially. Not from around here, not from the realms, which I'm assuming we're. Yeah.
Okay, I don't really know what that means, but it sounds cool. Yeah,
Cooler than here.
the fact is, we've been here longer than we should have been. There was supposed to be a patrol come from Menzo Barenza to come pick us up, but it's not arrived yet. No one knows why.
Well, they're probably dead.
Probably.
Under dark
A few less Drow, but they just spawn like fucking rabbits.
Yeah.
Anyway, you should try and get some sleep. You got more of this tomorrow.
Well, maybe I'll wake up in a hospital bed. Not here. Would be good.
Yeah. Don't hope we'll get knocked out of you, I can tell you that.
Great.
You, the guards bring you some, like, it's just like mushroom broth.
Oh.
It's just awful.
Oh god.
You don't like mushrooms?
I hate mushrooms.
This is going to be the worst campaign for you.
Oh. I'm working on the theory now that I've died and gone to hell.
So you're hungry, you sort of like turn your nose to it because you don't like mushrooms, but then you are very hungry, and then you just sort of like...
I'll eat
You,
it. I won't
you
like
force
it.
it down. There is meat in there as well.
Mm.
Yeah. You ask Jim Jar
Gosh,
what sort of meat
I
it is,
don't know. I
and
don't
Jim Jar
ask.
just goes, edible. And anyway, then you just sort of like fatigue sort of like catches up to you, and you just put your head down and go to sleep. Tim.
Hi.
So, Wednesday morning, you've got an early shift. I know. So you're going to work as you're walking down Harlexton Road. Nice and easy. There you go, fans. You know where to find us. Okay.
Maybe this morning you find Tim on Harlexton Road.
Yeah. I don't just hang around on Harlexton Road. I do just walk down that road.
Wednesday morning.
So you're walking down there. And you know how they turn all the street lights off, except for like the main roads, like Harlexton Road and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For some reason, they've turned Harlexton roads off.
Oh, why did I walk to work today?
Yeah.
I should have took the car.
Anyway, as you were walking to work, because they've got rid of the car park. You know, the deal with Tanvix has gone. Got nowhere to park our cars now.
Well, I'll get my steps up. Might do.
So you're walking away.
A couple of thousand more than I normally do.
Make a perception check for me, please.
That's a 9.
Okay.
It's dark.
It's dark. It is dark, and it's quiet as well. And as you keep walking,
Normal.
it's a bit cold. You've got your scarf up to your nose. Your hat is
I'm
down.
not wearing a hat. I've got my plumage on.
You got your plumage
I've
on.
got my spikes on.
Oh right, okay, yeah, all right.
Plus one
You,
piercing.
You don't hear it until it's right behind you. You hear footsteps,
I immediately sort of like
and as you do,
try to
a
dodge out of the
fist like that, and you just you're out. You're out.
I'm still failing to see this is still normal Grantham.
way. Yes.
It's just a
Joe.
regular day.
You
Oh.
wake up the next day to see the Drow carrying in a familiar figure and dump him on the ground. There before you lies Tim, sleeping off the remnants of the Drow poison.
Okay. I'll go to try and wake him up. Tim,
I'm a heavy sleeper.
He gets you. He gets you. You're awake.
Tim, wake the fuck up.
Joe?
Yes.
I think Joe hit you.
Did you hit me?
No, you. Oh god.
You can
Okay.
see that Tim has a shiner.
Yeah. No, someone else hit you. Sit up, take a look around.
Where are we?
The Underdark.
I'm sorry, where?
Look, there's a drow, some deep gnomes. The Underdark. I thought I died and gone some kind of D&D themed hell, but you're here, so
No,
We go there.
no.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
No, this is
Yeah.
a dream. No, I'm dreaming, yeah? No? Oh, no.
Yeah. So this isn't fun.
And
The cartoon's live.
Is this Leigh's game?
Wait, maybe he.
Leigh said he was going to do something like this.
Yeah, but where's he been?
I don't know.
Maybe he's here.
I just assumed he was on holiday. I've not seen him for a few weeks. I'm assuming he's like Daniela's got like stuff for him to do in the house, and he's not allowed to leave the house until it's done.
no, that's going to work.
Yeah.
I've got to do the washing up.
Yeah, he's not even seen the messages that we've
2
got in the
weeks.
group.
Okay, so yeah, obviously Leah's been missing for like 2 weeks in order to construct a portal to the Forgotten Realms, and
This
he's
sounds like something
kidnapped
he'd do.
us. And yeah, sure, why not? Let's go with that.
They're not planning in preparation. You too can crit.
We're going to do like a DM tips sort of thing, but my first one is going to be how to make your own portal. Full immersion.
And then Graham will do a stream on how to paint it.
So at that point, Jim Jar like comes up to you and goes, "Hey, this you know this guy?
Yeah, Tim.
Hey,
This is Jim Jar.
my name's
Jim
Jim
Jar. Tim.
James?
James.
Short for Jim, right?
No, Jim Jar. All one word, Jim Jar.
Jim
Jim Jar.
Jim Jar, like a jar of Jim.
Like a jar of Jim. Yeah, he said that one yesterday. It doesn't get old."
Jim Jar. Right, okay, yeah. Good.
And he takes that time and like introduces everyone to you, points out the drow and everything like that.
Oh, they're cool.
No.
That's minitures.
Yeah.
What's a Mindaris? Have you met drow before? I thought you said you weren't from this place.
No.
I played a Drow before.
What at?
Dungeons and Dragons.
I've never heard of it. Is it a card game? Dice?
Kind of dice, yeah.
Dice?
Yeah, dice.
No, I'm good at dice. I'm good at games. I'll tell you what. When we get out of here, you teach me the game.
Yeah, sure.
I bet you I'll win. I bet you 20
With a lot of
20 gold.
preparation,
I bet you 20 gold. I'll beat you.
I've got it.
Yeah.
If we play a game of D&D that's the real world,
Yeah.
maybe we'll wake up back there.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do that.
Got to go deeper.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
This is
That's sound system. Go.
this
Look.
is weird.
The food is all mushrooms, and there's spiders everywhere, and there's drow.
I don't mind the
Well,
spiders.
the food isn't just all mushrooms.
No, there's some meat.
I'm vegetarian. You got anything else?
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, but alright, okay.
What's a vegetarian then?
I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat?
No.
Well, there's mushrooms.
I'm not a weird vegan type thing. I'll eat
I
like
don't know what a vegan is.
milk and I'll have milk and eggs and stuff like that. But,
There's no milk and eggs here. Well, there are eggs. Some days we get eggs.
Oh god, there's spider eggs, aren't there?
There's spider eggs.
don't worry about spiders, Joe. There's nothing to worry about spiders. It's just a creature. It's more frightened of you than you are of it. That's what I was always told.
Not these ones. These ones are fucking huge.
Yeah.
They're as big as a dog.
I'll be at Eve.
At that point, you see one just scuttle past the door. It's like,
Oh yeah, you should see the little mushroom man who'll put spores in your brain and talk to you.
Hi!
Yeah, there he goes.
I'm Stool!
His name's Stool.
Stool.
His name's Stool.
Stool!
His name's Stool.
Stool. Oh, I'm having a weird dream. I'm going to wake up in a
One
minute.
with the
Yeah, I thought that yesterday.
No, that feels
Yeah,
real.
ooh, yeah. That
Yeah.
looks
No,
real.
I'm really here, aren't I? And
Well, yeah.
Stool.
Yeah.
Once again, the drow come to take you to work.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Joe,
this.
you are taken to the same room with Ront and Durendal once more. Tim, you are taken to the elite barracks, where all the top drow sleep and everything like that. You're taken with Jim Jar and Stool.
Oh God, not him. No, why am I always put the weird with the weirdos?
Hi!
You need to pack that in.
Pack what?
Yeah.
I can't pack anything. I don't have any hands. I'm a myconid.
Yeah, stop that. Yeah. Yeah.
Can we be friends?
Sure. Why not?
Great. I'm Stool.
You said.
What's your name?
Tim.
Tim.
Yeah.
That's a nice name.
Thanks. Yeah, my parents give it to me. Quite attached to it.
I don't have parents.
So yeah, oh, sorry to hear that.
Why? I'm a myconid. We're grown.
Okay. Cheers.
Once inside, you see fine furniture made from a wood-like fungus.
Always nice in him.
A lone drow sits at a table as a hulking quaggoth brings him a drink. Now the Quaggoths are the big.
Yeah.
While here, you are made to clean the walls, change the bedding, empty bedpans, etc.
Just like being at home again.
While changing the bedding of one of the more lavish beds in the room, you notice the upholstery is slightly damaged. A length of silken rope that acts as like the trim on the edge has come away from the bedding and is hanging on only by a thread.
I did not do that. I'm not touching that. It's nothing to do with me.
It looks like you could just take it off and hide it if you wanted.
No, that's nothing to do with me. No, not touching that.
We'll send our bags, aren't we?
No,
Yeah, it's not
didn't
like
see
these
it. It's
key
not
items
there.
that you need.
Nothing to do with me.
Never escaping.
I was waiting for some high-level adventurers to roll through.
I'm
I've already
literally
made up
just,
my mind.
I'm trying to
As soon
fucking
as
help
you
you.
see the keys to a dungeon just hanging there.
Or get in trouble.
How do we defeat the end boss? It's like, well, we need a rusty iron pipe with some silk trim rope.
How do you think the end boss? Manners. Real story.
After a while, you're taken back to your cell. You're given the bowl of mystery meat and mushrooms in a sort of like broth.
Pour it out onto the floor.
at which point, the two deep names that you haven't spoken to, Topsy and Turvy, just sort of like, just sort of start eating it. It's like, and the male.
Well, they're deep notes.
The male one looks at you and just goes, and the female one just goes, "You don't waste food!" And just sort of scuttles off back to her area.
Voice
Pretty sure he just called me a dirty word.
After a while, you just you find yourself drifting off and you go to sleep.
This is a weird. No, this can't be real. I'll wake up in my own bed. I'm just really tired. Had a long day. Calm. Just calm. I'll be fine.
Oh, here's where shit gets.
You Thursday morning, early hours. You're looking at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. You hear
Yes.
an almighty racket coming from one of the fields near your house.
Cows, foxes,
Sheep,
bastards.
and they are
worst kind.
screaming.
Literally.
Yeah, like that goat. Right. Anyway, and they're making an awful racket. You cannot sleep through this racket.
You underestimate me.
It is loud.
I stare at the ceiling in disgust.
After judging you, probably after about an hour and a half of this, you decide you need to get up and do something about it. What do you do?
Rocks out with his cock.
Funny you should say that. Picks up his axe and his sawed-off shotgun. I get out of bed.
Yeah.
I get dressed. I'll put on my work boots.
I think you'll find you put on your trousers.
Okay, I put on my trousers.
Yeah, okay, now you get dressed.
Throw on my big furry hoodie.
Okay.
Grab me truncheon. And my flashlight.
Okay.
Where are you going? I'm off to London. I keep a little roundabout by my bed. I was talking about the truncheon, but okay. That's what it is, truncheon, roundabout.
He keeps
Wooden
it for defence.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What if someone's like running around nicking all the farm machinery, which they do because the white van men are bastards. Anyway,
Is it that?
So,
I restrain
okay,
myself for now.
you put all that on. You go out to the field. Make a perception check for me.
6.
Okay.
Start.
It doesn't take much. You do notice after a while. You do notice just slaughtered lambs, just and sheep just ripped apart, just wool everywhere, blood everywhere else, fucking meat, just a sheep's head like that.
He didn't put his toys away.
I look at my roundabout and really wish I brought me gun.
Just you start to hear just this feel just this hot breath on the back of your neck.
A bit of poo comes out.
And?
You turn around.
Yeah.
A huge, white-furred, just ape-like monstrosity is just there behind you.
How
Just
many arms has
His,
it got?
his hand just like covers your head,
Hands.
and as it goes dark, you're unconscious.
Well,
You two. The next day, the Drow once again bring in a familiar face into
Oh,
the
no.
cell and dump him on the ground. Adam snores as he lies in the dirt.
Oh.
It's Baker, we leave him. Let's just leave him.
Yeah. Let's
Oh.
watch and see what happens.
Yeah.
Jim Jar's just like, hey, another new one. We never had this many new faces. And
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm guessing there'll be a few more.
Yeah.
yeah,
We know this one.
you know this one as well.
Yeah. The tricky with this one is just to sit back and let him go.
Don't.
Okay.
Just don't.
At this point, you start to wake up.
Right, Baker.
Hey.
Okay.
Welcome to hell,
Yeah.
essentially.
So I'm at my nan's place.
No, the other place.
Actual hell?
No work.
Well.
Oh. I'm not in my uniform.
Neither am I. Joe's here as well, apparently. He's working
Yeah.
for the company now.
Yeah, he doesn't work. Okay.
I work here. Apparently. I
Yeah.
don't want to, but I don't.
Tell you what, I had a really crazy dream last night.
Yeah. Go on then.
Yeah, apparently someone killed all my sheep, and then I met a yeti. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. I was attacked, and a black eye.
Yeah, it's going down a little bit, but it's still there.
And then Joe appeared.
You're finding it really hard to see.
Okay.
It's dark.
Okay. Do I still have my torch on me?
And you don't know, you have your clothes on you.
That's it.
Except
Well,
for your,
bottom
except
half.
for your t-shirt. Or you're
I'm
you're only
shirtless.
wearing trousers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, why are you half naked?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I'm glad
That's
it's
the mini that Leigh gave me.
Yeti stole my hoodie. That was my favourite hoodie. I'm gonna kill him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Right.
with it. I'm gonna go with it. Right.
Seems reasonable
Yeah.
considering.
Yeah.
You.
Let's be honest, you've taken your clothes off for less.
Yeah, but I'm relatively sober now. I mean, it's not like I just kill sheep and dance around in their guts shirtless. I don't think. Not sober anyway.
Are you limiting right now?
Can I
Just
insight
so
check him? Okay. This is Jam Jar.
Jim Jar.
Jim
Nice
Jar.
to meet you.
No. Jar of Jim.
No?
Yeah.
No.
That's rude.
Yeah.
Watch out for the little mushroom guy named Toad.
Toast in your brain.
I'm Stool!
That's the guy.
I kick it.
Ow!
The f is that?
That was mean!
That's
And he comes up and he headbutts your leg.
Do I notice anything given that it is a
It
toadstool?
does like 1 point of damage.
I've got a feeling that Leigh is playing a very elaborate prank on us.
Right, and he got a talking mushroom in.
It's Leigh, yes.
And I'm pretty sure that guy's purple.
I am purple.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know who this Leigh is.
Shut it. Real person talk.
I'm a real person.
Not right now, you're not. You're purple.
Now that's a little
What is
racist.
going on?
Like I said,
Not right now.
do you remember like a couple of weeks ago, Leigh was like talking about running a campaign where we was all in the Underdark? I think this is it.
Yeah.
Right, Leigh somehow created the Underdark,
Yeah.
found a talking mushroom, a purple
Yes.
guy,
Yeah.
and what?
You know how he's not been seen for like a couple of weeks?
This is more than a couple of weeks worth of
He's had
work.
like a year to plan it. 'Cause Hayden's been doing his game, which has taken like a year. Watch out for the big fella.
This big guy comes up and you can see he's an orc. You know what an orc looks like. And he just
He's
comes
an
up and he looks at you.
He's a bit
He looks you up and down and goes, "You loud!"
Yeah,
They're like,
I just got bitch slapped by a yeti. After it
He
killed my
looks like
sheep.
he's struggling to understand your words a little bit. He goes, "You don't. You quiet.
What?
Run sleep.
Go to sleep then.
You quiet.
Yeah, you best.
Don't just antagonise him.
Just
He's
do
a bit
what he
moody.
says.
He just.
He goes back and as you look around the room, you see the creatures, and Jim just sort of points them out, and you see one of the creatures, like the one that grabbed you.
No. Just let it go. No.
Yeah.
It's not worth it at the minute.
He's been with us the whole time.
Yeah. He's fine. That's
Right.
Steve.
He's actually an elf.
He's actually
Actually,
alright.
his name's Durandal.
Rebel
Yeah.
man. Shush.
That
He
too.
thinks he's an elf.
Okay, that is an ugly fucking elf.
Don't say that out loud to his face.
It's alright, he doesn't understand
Oh.
common.
See? Also, person talk, not you. Just
I'm a person too.
not right now. You're not. I haven't decided whether I'm really stoned,
Eldith-
really drunk, or
Eldith
having some sort of fetish
comes up
dream.
at this point as well. You see this sort of like fire-haired woman, about 4 foot height, quite stout, and she goes, "You're a very rude man. We're all in this together."
Yeah.
Oh, I understand what she's saying.
Okay, how's the weather down there?
Oh boy!
He will be the first.
She
to
punches
die.
you in the cock.
Oh, yeah. For the record, we know him, we don't like him.
Yeah. We tolerate him.
This is where it's all coming out in this campaign. The whole campaign is just an attack on Adam. That's why I needed you here.
I'm just cupping my testicles. Just,
Yeah.
I apologise.
And as you're down
It
there
was worth it.
on the ground like that, and she goes, "Why don't you tell me how the weather is down there?"
Oh! Cloudy with a chance of stool. I swear to fucking God. I didn't drink last night.
You sure?
No, I'm half naked. I got slapped by a yeti. I'm pretty sure
Got kicked in the dick.
a dwarf just cockblocked me. I mean,
Sounds like a normal Saturday night in town, to be honest with you.
it's Thursday.
Oh, what?
Oh,
It was Tuesday, wasn't it?
it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Great.
Look,
So,
listen, they'll be coming soon to put us to work. Just get on with it and don't cause a fuss.
And
Who
as you
is
say
they?
that, the guards come to take you away.
Yeah.
Joe and Tim are taken to the same places as before. Adam, you are taken to the Shrine of Lolth. That's what they tell you it is. It's just this... You know what Lolth is.
Pretend I don't.
Pretend you don't. That means you don't.
I don't.
It's the spider goddess that the Drow worship.
Okay.
And you're taken with the 2 deep gnomes, the scruffy looking ones, Topsy and Turvy.
Oh God.
As you walk into the room, dark silken mats cover the floor of this chamber. A pale web-like pattern woven through them with silvery thread. Make a perception check. 2. A giant spider is right in the middle of the room, looking directly at you.
Right.
One of the drow just sort of like pushes you and just goes,
He's
"You
dead.
like it?"
I mean, I'm not one for comparing sizes. Average is always best.
That is a statue of a giant spider.
That's a statue.
Yes. Made by one of our leading artisans.
It's very lifelike.
Indeed.
Kudos.
You're going to clean it.
You got some M1? Maybe some J-cloths? Tell you what.
He just backhands you at this point. Sitting alone before the statue of Lolth is a slender female drow. She turns to face you. Make another perception check.
11.
11. Okay. She gets up. You can't help feeling like you know this woman. And she goes, "Ah, Adam,
So,
such a pleasure to see you again. I trust all is well?"
I don't even know what's going on right now.
Of course. And she just brushes her white hair over her ear and you see it's pointed. And goes, "You don't even recognise me, do you?" Well,
No?
you were drinking quite heavily on Monday.
That sounds right.
I'm Asher.
As every other day.
We met in the pub. You remember?
34B, go on.
What?
Anyway, I'm glad that you're here.
Is that cup size?
You can clean the shrine for me.
Okay.
The guards force you to clean the shrine, and as you make your way around the room, you notice a small tray containing some offerings. Moulded fruit is in there, burnt incense sticks, and an opaque orange-brown gem with a crack over the face.
Yeah, I'll pocket all this.
Even the moulded fruit.
Why not?
Okay. Right. So you wait until the guards aren't looking and just
anyone.
start filling your pockets with all just fucking fruit and incense sticks. And
I take it I'm doing what I was doing.
you doing what you
before.
were doing.
Is that rope still there?
No, the bedding's been changed and everything. You missed your chance.
Never mind.
After a while, you're seen with the fruit in your hand, and the guard just sort of slaps it out of your hands like, "You only eat when we give you food."
Okay.
And they just sort of like kick you over, and all that. It's like, or maybe you'd like to eat it off the floor.
Do you know what? I don't know what you're going for. Not my worst manager.
Bit too real for me.
Like that, and they just sort of walk away. After a few hours cleaning the shrine and everything like that, it's already pretty clean anyway. It looks like it's been cleaned every day for like the past 3 months or whatever. You're taken back to the cell. After a while, you're handed this bowl of mushrooms and meat.
What's the meat like?
It is.
Chewable.
It's very gamey. Very gamey.
Acceptable? Is it stringy? Is it chewy? What
Yeah,
we're
it's
working
very
with here?
stringy.
It's probably just best.
It doesn't
to
taste
eat
like
it.
any meat you've ever eaten before.
Nothing at all? Nothing to compare it with?
Well,
Closest
right.
comparison.
Try the local
Closest
cuisine.
comparison.
Red meat or
Uh,
white meat? Purple.
You know when you're asleep with your mouth open and
Oh,
say a
God.
spider crawls in?
Oh, okay.
Have you ever woken up when that's happened and just chewed it?
Yeah.
It tastes a bit like that.
Mine had a toenail in it the other day.
Wasn't my toe.
I'm assuming you wasn't because you weren't here.
Yeah, go on then. This is weird as.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I eat the soup.
There's a 50-50 chance that it's either Hayden
you
or
notice-
Graham is next. I mean,
You all start to notice that when you're eating this, and you're not eating the meat, if you are, and whatever, stool is just sort of sitting there, just sort of like. I mean, stool doesn't have eyes
No.
in like the traditional sense, but you get the feeling that he knows you're eating mushrooms.
I was going to ask what they still eat, but
Just sort of like nutrients from the ground and stuff like that.
Offer him a mushroom. Sorry.
yeah.
So I'm aware I'm being looked at by a mushroom.
As looked at by a mushroom as you can be.
Okay.
The sixth sense that you're being stared down by an eyeless creature.
Do you know what? That happens a lot.
I wish I had some googly eyes right
At this
there.
point, Jim Jar's there as well. And he's just like, food here is shit, right?
yeah, have you got
Yeah.
like Greg's?
I'd better.
So.
Who's Greg?
Never
A
mind.
famous baker from our world.
Oh, I could go for some baked bread.
I used to bake my own bread.
You got any of that down here?
Yeah,
Baked
yeah, we can
mushrooms.
bake bread down here.
Yeah.
It's not like the bread that you have up there.
Is it
It's-
mostly
it's-
made of mushrooms?
Everything is mushrooms.
I hate the Underdark so much.
What, you don't like mushrooms?
I hate mushrooms.
You are not going to enjoy this experience.
No.
That's where Forrest comes up. Mushroom stew, mushroom shrimp.
All the food that we have in the Underdark is essentially a type of fungus. The only thing that isn't is the meat.
Which is some kind of spider, I'm assuming. Because
This one-
everything in the Underdark
It is this time, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm eating spider and fungus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I've seen worse on I'm a Celebrity. It can't be
Don't
that bad.
worry. This isn't going to kill you. it's in their best interest to keep us all alive.
Okay, how did you get here?
Let's just say I lost a bet.
It's been a hell of a
What the
wager.
hell were you betting that you ended up in here? Because I'm not going to lie, I got decked by a Yeti. He got... What did hit you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
You?
assuming it was.
I
I,
got sick and fell unconscious.
You literally fell into this.
Pretty much.
You are like...
I assumed I had some kind of brain
What
aneurysm,
were you
and
playing?
then Tim turned up.
Dice, cards?
Right, God, I can't even remember. I have a gambling problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No, we
I
can't
bet you
tell,
don't.
mate.
You probably want to not do that anymore then. Have you got any cards on you? Just to
No,
pass
they
time.
took all my stuff.
Ah, bastard.
Huh.
Anyway,
I'm going to go and wake up now.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
keep trying it.
Come and wake me up when you
Stool here, he might be annoying, but he's useful. You see, not everyone here speaks common like us do, but when he does his thing, we can all understand each other. And what's best, it's all up here, so the guards can't hear us.
Okay.
So, our relative communication skills is a magic mushroom.
Yep.
Yeah. We are
I mean,
tripping
it's not
balls.
magic, it's all inside him.
It's fine, he just puts his psychic spores in your brain and lets you telepathically communicate. It's perfectly normal.
So, a toadstool is spooging over my brain and that's normal.
Yeah,
pretty much.
welcome to the end of the...
Joe seems really happy about this.
He's been here the longest. Maybe we the first together.
I've been here 3 days. 20 years!
If I'm here 20 years, I swear to God, I'll kill you and Tim first.
Look. Okay. Odds are either Graham or Hayden's going to show up next. May even be Leigh. If it is Leigh,
I'm going to kick him in the face because this was his stupid idea.
can do. But just be warned, he could probably kill us with his little finger. That's true. He's like trained in like.
Yeah, but I'll
Tai
take...
Chi.
He can just come for us out of here.
No,
Side.
I'll take my money with Graham, at least he brings knives.
Oh, yeah.
And let's be honest, if anyone's going to have a psychotic snap and kill everybody here, keeping us prisoner,
It's Hayden.
I don't know, I wouldn't bet on him in a fight. Graham's got nothing to lose.
Wow. You have created our inner demon.
Okay.
It's like he knows me.
I've got 24 pages of this shit.
We've really got the third fucking person in.
Anyway, you. Oh no, this was the short bit. To be fair, most of the stuff isn't going to get read because it's all choices and stuff. So after a while, you think it's best to get some sleep because they tell you it's going to be the same shit again tomorrow.
You take that pile of mushrooms over there. That's
How private is this cell?
No.
Well, you've got your own. You've got your own little area.
Oh god.
Can I crack one off reasonably?
Oh God, no!
You will be noticed.
By who?
Everyone with ears. So Stool might not notice.
Whatever you do, don't touch yourself here.
Not in front of the wee mushroom, he's only young.
Don't know what kind
I'm Stool.
See, he just goes off at a moment's notice. So
What are you doing?
What sort of shape is he?
button mushroom.
I can show you what shape it is, in fact. He is that shape.
Ah,
Kind of like a large,
little helmet with
fleshy butt plug.
Oh god, you should have said butt plug.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna not touch myself, but I will go to sleep cupping my balls.
Yeah.
Well, you did get kicked there.
Yeah, there will be some
punch.
sting. Although to be fair, I spent like every day at college getting hit in the nuts for some reason or other.
I can understand that.
As most of my friend, I kept grabbing her boobs.
Can we cut that bit out?
Yeah,
It was friendly banter.
Can we cut that bit
Can we
out?
stop now?
Right,
for libel reasons.
It's fine, she'll tell you yourself.
Hayden,
Oh yeah.
Let's do this.
working on a Saturday. You have a warehouse at your place?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's your job to sort that Saturday, to sort that warehouse out.
Fuck is it?
You've got sicknesses, holidays.
That sounded about right.
It's all on you. You're alone working in that warehouse. Go about it.
Just try not to find something sharp to kill myself with.
You, as you're just moving like boxes around or moving shelves and whatever whatever you do.
I'm fucking.
I don't know your
things up.
fucking job.
I'm putting things in one place.
Right. Make a perception check for me.
Well,
Okay, you hear something fall over behind you.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. And then you hear the sound of footsteps as they walk. They're coming up to you.
Still do what I do. What do you want?
Well, we came for you.
I'll turn around like, come again, big punch.
As you turn around, you see what you would recognise as Drow.
I'll turn around like, it's finally happening. It's finally happening. Take me.
One of them just like pulls out this hand crossbow. You think it's a gun at first, but it's just a hand crossbow. He just points it at you and just like, no hard feelings.
I'm like, is that a hand?
Like that, just shoots you in the chest and you're just like, ah!
I'm like,
You
is that a hand
You're
crossbow?
out.
Hey.
The next day, Hayden is dumped in the cell unconscious.
Oh,
I just like poking him in the face like
Yeah.
that.
Fuck off, Tony. 5 more minutes.
Hey,
You're not Tony, you're Tim.
yes.
how you doing?
Welcome to the Underdark.
Joe's here too.
You're in a dark cell. You can't really see. There's not a lot of light.
Baker.
There's two things. I'm in a dark room with you three guys, so either
Yeah.
someone's sexual fantasies have come true,
Mm-hmm.
or what I'm thinking is happening, which I don't know whether to be excited about or terrified about.
Be terrified, it's horrible.
We're living a D&D experience.
It's not a fun one.
There
It's
is no
not-
magic, there is no like great big
So
sword.
when I said it's the next day, it's been another day and nobody came.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Who cares? Everyone's
Explains
backstory,
why.
even made has always been dark and abysmal. No one's ever been, oh, I have this real regal character that lives a good life, because they was going to be like, hey, you've got a good life, want to come kill vampires? Fuck off, no. Everyone's all dark and...
I've been sitting here for 2 days without a shirt. My nips are... I can cut grass.
you're not.
Glass.
It's not that cold.
Also,
He doesn't know that.
It's sort of like temperate.
There's a guy called
he has
Jam Jar.
skin.
Jar Jar.
Jim Jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jam Jar.
Ginger. My name's Ginger.
Like
He
he's
goes
got
to
a
shake your
bit.
hand.
I can like take 2 seconds like,
His deep note.
Yes, very good.
There's a tiny button mushroom.
You don't have gnomes where you're from?
Stool.
No.
Oh, you mean Stool?
Oh God.
I'm Stool!
Him.
Yep, that happens.
I want to pick him up.
Oh, don't touch him.
Are we
No.
friends now?
Oh.
He doesn't have any holes.
What's
in his
your
chest.
name?
There's the big guy in the corner.
It just like looks at you
I'll just drop him like, poof, like,
There's the other big guy in the corner.
he flips me the bird, I'm like,
and he doesn't look at you. He's just there, just like.
when
He thinks he's an elf.
when the orc flips me the bird, I was like, oh, I've got one too.
Oh, and there's the twins.
Yeah.
And they're keeping to themselves. They're not.
What fresh hell?
There's you look over. There's also a drow, like a sickly looking drow.
Hey, Tim, it's you.
Yeah.
He's just there, just like.
He doesn't look too
Is he sick?
Lee. Where's Lee?
And also.
Because we're pretty sure
I want to take
he
2
is.
seconds to think like, the little motherfucker did it. Didn't
Yeah.
he? He's gone and done the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Bless this.
all
Yeah.
his ideas usually end up with us, you know.
Having magic.
Has he been to like
Yeah.
Taekwondo? Have you seen him?
We've just had Christmas, so I've not seen him for 2 weeks.
No one's seen Lee for 2 weeks.
No.
He's not even looked at his messages in
I
the
saw
group.
him once, and he was wearing a Power Rangers t-shirt with his Taekwondo belt on it, which
Yeah.
I questioned as soon as I came in the door. Why did I not notice this sooner? That was the downfall when he was just going a bit.
Yeah. Well, we all knew it was going to happen
Son
eventually.
of a fuck.
So clearly he's gone insane, and
Yeah.
in his madness created a portal.
Yeah, he's
to
created
the
a portal
Underdark.
to the Underdark.
That's not fair.
That or either we are all drunk
I
as fuck.
fucking went
having
insane.
like
I couldn't like create the actual horseman of the apocalypse. That's
Well, you tried,
yeah, but
Yeah.
but
not
this time we haven't got like 1 million XP and a super badass and can hit
Yeah,
things.
we've had
No, that
now.
would be better.
You're fucking complaining now, wouldn't you?
No,
No.
No, because we're all
'Cause
working
we're-
shitty jobs at the
We're in
minute.
prison, they feed us mushrooms.
He's got to clean the fucking spider statue. What are you doing?
I'm picking shit
He's
off the
picking shit
floor.
off
They
the
just throw
floor.
stuff on the
And
floor
I've
just for me to pick up.
I have to change the fucking bed every bastard day.
To be fair, my job's pretty easy. I'm not even cleaning it properly. I'm literally just like rubbing a spot for 6 hours. It's fine.
He says he's got to look after Lol.
Rubbing low spot
So,
for 6
from what I
hours.
can gather, we have the knowledge that we had.
We're totally metagaming right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, which is sort of in our favour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except
Not-
I
not
don't know
really,
anything about
because-
Forgotten Realms. If we were in Eberron, I'd be sorted.
Yeah.
I'd be like, boom!
Joey's been useless since he got here.
I don't know what's
Well,
going
next
on.
time.
I hate this so much.
I want to take a second look around, like, where's Graham? Did he sack it already?
Well, we're assuming he's still.
He'll be
Back
along
wherever
in the next
Graham
You know, I got
couple
him
of
for
days.
Graham did?
Yeah.
Fuck!
To be fair, everyone
Then
gets
again,
in
that
for
might be
Rangers.
the one the most sought after ones for. Who was the first one here?
Joe.
Me.
Then it's me. Then Baker.
I'm the one that hates this the
Baker's
most.
met the
Baker
girl.
got him before me.
Baker's met the girl that was in the pub that Joe was talking to.
Oh yeah, that chick from the pub.
Asha?
She's an evil elf.
To be fair,
So I'm not going to lie,
she
but
was pointed out to Joe.
as soon
Why'd
as
you-
like a moderately attractive female in like Grantham approaches a bunch of nerdy guys, that
That was very
You just assume that
suspicious.
she's a drow who's going to kidnap you.
It's like,
I will from now on. I'm ruining my dating life.
This could be the real price.
Just plenty of fish, just like, first question, are you a drow?
You know, when willingly offers themselves to a bunch of, let's face it, nerds.
Yeah.
I don't think she
To be
offered
fair,
herself.
That isn't got 3 eyes, 6 tits, and lives in a council estate.
Yeah. And the fact is, I know this isn't a dream because I haven't had a fucking signal on my phone for the past 4 days.
Your phone is
You
dead.
haven't got a
Yeah,
phone.
my
Your-
phone's
the bad-
dead. It's not even working. Look.
You don't have your phone.
I'm really
Yeah, I don't even have that on my phone. That's how I know it's not working.
Like,
Yeah, it took a while.
The
to
wife's
Yeah,
still
you don't have
going
anything
mental.
on you. Anything that you would have on you while you're at work is now
I'm
gone.
gonna miss so many YouTube videos.
Yeah, I know. It gets really boring, Daddy. All you can have to do is like
How
sleep.
can I update my Twitter with meaningless shit when I don't need to anymore?
You
Just think of all the stuff you'll have if we manage to somehow escape.
Also, you
But I'm
can-
gonna have no pics. Just give it like pic 3 and happy.
To be fair, whatever happens down here is your next campaign. You've got no end of
I've
material
already
down
done
here.
it.
Yeah, but it gives you no ideas for like other stuff.
Yeah, but they can be like, oh, been there, done that, nearly fucking died.
I've not cracked one out in 2 days. Can we get back on track? What the fuck is happening?
We're at the end of
We're
I'm
in
gonna,
the-
I'm gonna.
Eldith comes up to you, the dwarf, and goes, "Hey, I'm sorry for what I did.
I knew it. I
I've
knew
got
it.
this."
I thought we all took the piss and we gave all Scottish accents, but we really do have
Yeah, I know.
fucking brogue accents. Sorry, carry on, my fair lady.
Oh, I've got a new one now.
Pardon?
I'm sorry. If you want me to help you, you know.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, we want
Yes.
What?
Punches you in the cock again.
I'm down.
her.
Just
That's her favourite thing.
I like her
Yeah.
a lot.
She's done that 3 times since he's been here.
to be
And
fair.
that was within the first 30 seconds of him
Closest thing
arriving.
that Baker gets to foreplay.
Yeah.
just came.
Oh.
I'm so sorry for him. I'm so sorry.
No, it's alright. Adds a little bit
Just
of
watch the
entertainment to
food
the
as well.
shit.
So you're saying that it's been one of your peers and then a day, and
Yeah.
then another one.
Yeah.
Although
So
it was
I
a
think
couple of
if-
days before you appeared.
Yeah, we've had a gap.
So
To be fair, I wonder why the Facebook chicks
wait,
went
maybe it's
quiet.
Fibonacci sequence. In 3 days of Graham appears, then
Graham's
means
probably
nothing.
sat in his room waiting for us to show
Everybody
up.
that
So
said
we
that
do
to me
like
is either dead or they just can't be bothered to find me. I'm not that important.
Yeah. So he's like,
We'll wait for him to leave his house.
yeah. He's probably sat at the computer waiting for us to show up to do the game capture thing.
Graham, where's the power plug?
That's how they do.
When were we doing that this week, or was that with or was it
When? What day was it when you?
I was
Oliver
Mon-
came for the came.
Wait, no.
Tuesday?
We were at the pub Monday, then
Yeah.
I went to work on Tuesday, and about lunchtime, woke up here.
And you came next.
Yeah,
You were the next
I was
day.
the Wednesday. I went to work Wednesday morning.
Thursday, some scary stuff happened with sheep.
Right, but I was on my Saturday late, which was boring as hell.
No, nothing happened on Friday.
So good news, we've probably been sacked. That's the
Well,
silver lining
was.
here.
The guards arrive to take you to your labours.
More Drow!
They're assholes.
Yeah.
Hayden, you notice the others taken off to various parts of the stronghold with others by their side. You,
See you
however,
later.
are taken alone, flanked only by 2 guards.
When I look, I'm like, what's your name?
They don't answer you. You're led to a large chamber. Black web-like mesh extends from the centre of the ceiling and hangs down the walls like drapes. Thick, woven mats cover the floor, while a low platform is covered with cushions and pillows to make a broad divan-like bed. One side of the one side of the chamber contains a small table and 2 chairs, while the other holds a small shrine to Lol, draped in white silk. A heavy chest sits at the foot of the bed, where a beautiful drow is reclining. Her white hair flowing over her shoulders, her slender frame covered loosely by a violet silken shift. Her eyes meet yours with a look somewhere between disdain and amusement.
Do I recognise it?
You don't recognise her.
Right. Are the 2 guards still next to me?
As soon as you open your mouth,
Right.
she just looks at one of the guards and he just backhands you. You don't really understand, do you?
You son of a bitch.
If I talk, am I going to get slapped again?
You get slapped again. You see, we Drow understand that the females are superior. I am Ilvara. I am the priestess in charge of this outpost.
Shithole.
Slap. I like you. You have this feisty energy to you. And she just sort of like looks you up and down. Just. One of the
I need to go.
one of the drow just like picks up this strange looking lute and just starts playing it and just goes. And she just looks at you and just like.
Does he take requests?
And she just looks at you and just like, well, entertain me.
I look around like, what?
Do you not have dance where you come from?
I look myself up and down and I'm like, honey, I don't dance.
Sorry,
Well-
just do a pattern.
She looks at the other drow next to you who pulls his hand crossbow out and just like rests it against him.
I
And
look down like,
it's and it's like, well, you better find it.
maybe trying to think of any kind of dance moves.
Do that Fortnite dance, just flossing.
YMCA is always a good move.
I would rather take that hand crossbow and shoot myself.
Introduce the Forgotten Realms to
Like,
the the
wow!
Macarena.
Do the Macarena.
Well, I'm waiting.
I'll take a step forward.
The moonwalk. Anything.
And
What's
Yeah,
this?
the moonwalk would be just like,
I don't know. I will just start doing that whole.
Make
Can I feel him?
performance check.
Can I feel the embarrassment of this situation where I am, please?
13?
13. Yeah.
Respectable.
just looks at you and just go, not bad.
Yeah, I don't dance.
Could be better, but don't worry. You'll get a chance to improve tomorrow.
Come get me,
Work on the
fudge.
moves.
And she just looks at the guard, and you are taken away. But she says, "Oh, before you go, for your troubles," just flicks a gold coin at you.
Damn,
Can I catch it? Am I being restrained or
No, they're not touching you.
You got paid.
send me in tomorrow?
Depends on how well you dance.
I'll practice.
You can dance if you want to. You can
leave
leave
your
your
friends
friends
And
Am I being led back?
yeah,
As I'm being led back, I'm actually going to start thinking of like some funky crossbows.
it's like, this is my life now. I need to
Sprinkler.
I'm not doing this in fucking working retail, are you kidding?
So yeah, you're taken back to your cell.
That's some hefty money. It's a day's pay.
After a while, the other guys brought back as well. You're handed your meal.
You got paid?
You don't know. I haven't said anything yet, it's in my pocket.
What they have you do?
What's in this?
Mushroom and meat.
Spider.
Meat.
Spider and fungus. That's basically all they eat.
I tipped mine on the floor first night, and the twins came and ate it and told me not to waste food.
I'm not gonna lie, usually I'm...
Yeah, you don't want to waste food. You get 1 meal a day here.
What?
Yes. It's one of your one a day.
Yes,
that is
one a
it.
What?
Yep.
1 meal... 1?
Mm.
I'm so
I may
hungry.
be skin and bone, but fuck me, I have to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam's wasting away, as you can see.
To be fair, I'm tempted to go to all like them some fast people at work and just say no.
Are you gonna eat yours?
Yeah.
Oh. You gonna eat yours?
Sadly, yeah.
You gonna eat yours?
Regrettably, yes.
To be fair,
I just like taking
just-
mouthful and black.
Just don't eat it in front of the mushroom, because he like stares at you. Makes it look weird.
he doesn't
He's
have
got no
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah,
He
but
manages
can-
it somehow.
He does it, so yeah.
Also, he will interrupt you if you try and crack one off.
I don't even want to
Just-
know why.
Don't
no.
say his name, because that's all he says. He's like, you know Groot?
You
Stool.
I am Groot. Oh, you idiot.
I'm Stool!
I'm not gonna lie,
Oh.
he is adorable.
I know, but...
Stool!
Hi!
Come here.
What's your name?
My name's Hayden.
Hi, Hayden.
Come over here.
He just sort of
Sit next to me. I'm gonna sit down on the floor. And be like,
sits
I'm
next to
gonna
you.
eat my soup but avoid the mushrooms and just start eating and just like looking at them like...
He knows.
You can eat the mushrooms.
Does it offend you?
No.
Does it hurt you?
Why would it hurt me? It's not part of me.
No, but they are somewhat related. No?
Well, that's a little racist.
What do you mean like that?
How would you like it if I ate a monkey? Would that offend you?
I like monkeys.
But would it offend you?
What type of monkey then? One's from like the big ass there.
I don't know, because where I come from, evolution is not necessarily a thing that we all agree on.
You're funny.
Yep. 1 meal a day.
Okay, after a while you sort of like drift off, cuddling up to Stool, who just sort of like nuzzles into your arms a little bit.
Oh.
Graham. Okay, Graham. Monday, in the evening. Well, I say evening, early hours of Monday. It's Sunday evening, early hours of Monday. No D&D on the Sunday. You've not heard from anyone.
No one's answered the messages.
Yeah. So you just going, oh well, you know what? Put my VR headset on. I'm gonna play some
What a
Beat Saber, or maybe watch a film or something like that.
Film.
It's early hours of the morning. Early hours of the morning.
Beat
You
Saber.
pull your pants back up.
Oh,
And
Dude, that's like disgusted looks and shaking heads. But no, it's accepted that Graham was cracking one off.
His penis is like, hi!
I'm still.
Oh, I'm gonna think about that tonight.
And you think, right, I'm getting tired now. You know, I had to go into work today, so I'm gonna take my headset off.
I probably would have been playing Skyrim,
Yeah, okay, so yeah,
so I just headset off.
headset off. Before you stands what you would know as a Drow.
Headset back on. Headset off.
It's still there. But it's like one of those things that every time you take it off, he's in a different position. so at first he's like this, then he's like this, then he's just like this, then he's like this. and next time you take it off, he just sort of smiles at you, just like that, and you're unconscious. 2 days later, Graham is dumped into the cell. He begins to come round as you all stand around him.
G.
Right.
What?
So, how aware are you about how much shite you are in right now?
I was playing Skyrim.
But now you're in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'm where? What?
You're in the Underdark.
Check
We-
out We've got deep names. We've got mushroom boys.
Did you play
We've got.
VR?
I'm Stool.
That's-
We got that.
That's Stool.
Stool's on my shoulder. This
Yeah.
is Stool.
Hayden's made a friend already.
He's a mushroom.
I immediately decided to still like.
We've done it all in the end of the night.
Yeah.
I'm just
Come
saying,
on down to Joe's. I'm not going for him.
I'm just saying, headset.
No.
Come on.
No.
Well,
No.
what I imagine it's like, anyone watched New Girl?
No.
The show
Yes.
New Girl. You know the one where they're locked in the crew's cabin in there? And it's just like, oh, we're only locked in here a few days, and what's the worst can happen? And it just cuts to after that few days, and they just open the door, and they're all just crazy, just like... That's what I imagine that Graham's walking into.
Oh yeah, I've gone completely bonkers.
There's the twins. There's the two big guys in the corner. Don't talk to them. Don't look at them. Don't do anything with them.
Would they understand us?
No.
Apparently,
What?
yes.
You can sort of see you all right in the dim light.
There's the minitare is really poorly looking type of guy in the corner as well. He's shivering. I don't know if he's dead yet.
It might.
He's not. He's still moving.
Alright.
He's just there, just like...
And there's Jim Jar.
So
Jim Jar.
Jar Jar Binks.
I'm drunk and I'm still playing Skyrim.
No.
No.
Your virtual
Also-
reality is now real reality
Also-
right now.
Lee's not here.
Yeah, that little fucking
Did a
idiot.
thing.
Lee's done
What's
a
he
thing.
done?
He's done a thing.
You made a portal.
Not
Yes.
physically possible.
Well, it's Leigh. He's done it
No.
Yeah,
it's-
you know you're a fan of science and shit.
This is-
Yeah.
That's going out the fucking
No,
window.
Yeah.
no, it's
because
portals
Scream.
don't exist.
Do you want me to
Well,
prove- do you want me
far
to
too much
prove-
energy.
Do you want me to prove how real this is?
Go on.
Punch him in the face.
That's mean.
He's trying to find a way to get the dwarf to punch him in the crotch.
Oh yeah, watch this.
Yeah. Can you punch him
Say
in the
something
dick again?
offensive.
No!
Oh yeah, I can punch him in the dick.
Yeah,
Do this, do.
Why? I need a reason this time.
Just
That's just because it's him.
I've
You
already
have
done it twice.
boobs,
done it
they're
today.
amazing. I can see in it.
Thank you! See? Oh no, wait. That doesn't really prove anything. But it is funny.
Yeah, it is something that I'm probably imagining happening.
And you went along with it.
The crotch! But it's the same spot! But Leigh couldn't have done this if it's real, which I don't think it
Does he
is.
come in like
Oh,
the day
someone
after?
did it.
It's another 2 days. So this
Oh.
is the Monday.
So what do I have? 2 gold pieces.
Roll a performance check for me.
17.
Yeah.
I've got
I've
better.
been working.
Mhm.
Been,
And I'm like,
been
I've got
working on
these!
the-
And I'll put like 2 gold pieces and be like, it's real!
He's getting fucking
Yeah, I've got a gold piece. I've got it with a
You don't have
box
one
set
now.
of Oblivion.
Check your pockets.
You've
I
got
don't have
nothing.
more. It's
Yeah,
getting
but you've got anything on you now.
Have you got
You've got nothing on you.
You got any dice?
Yeah.
No,
Cards?
no.
Alcohol?
Double check for alcohol.
There's nothing.
There is no
Nothing.
alcohol. I have not had a drink in 4 days,
Probably a week.
5 days.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, you know how Leigh was like talking about doing
That was
a
a
campaign in the Underdark?
Yeah.
Almost.
He has actually done it.
Not possible.
boxes. It's starting to
Except we're kind of he's somehow done it so that we're not in your creepy bedroom. We're in an actual creepy room.
Unless all these people here are actors,
I mean,
which I think.
No, I'm
if
pretty
he's
sure
done it,
they're
then
not
they're
actors, unless the one punching Baker in the dick is an actor, in which case they're amazing.
I've been here for a week. That's dedicated acting. This is
To
this
be
is
fair,
happening.
my friend used to hit me in the crotch every day at college. It's fine.
Well, okay then.
If you wanted, I could
Was your
break down
friend
how it's not
literally
possible to make a
involved?
portal, but
Okay,
She was
well,
ginger,
if this
but
is
no,
actually
not
happening,
dwarf.
then put it this way. You're in a room with your friends, a dark, wet, circular room, and some freaky shit going on.
Yeah,
Which
that
one would
would
you
be-
rather be in? An actual possible fantasy
Well,
world, or
this.
a room with half-naked Baker?
Yeah, because I've not had a shirt in a week.
And
No
he-
one's questioned
Yeah,
And
this.
apparently on
yeah.
his first night he tried to crack one off, and he's still not done it yet.
Mhm.
Challenge accepted.
He's
I'm
got-
cracking one off in the temple.
He's got performance issues. That's nasty.
Sleight of hand?
Is that blasphemous? Remember that the gods are real here? Oh shit, we should start praying quickly. I'm gonna get to my knees and just
No,
fucking-
no, Joe, don't. Because it'll just get
The
encouraged.
problem is, you don't know what gods to pray to.
Come on, Odin.
Bahamut, that's one. Two
Right, ball,
dragon powers, please.
Bahamut?
Talk about yourself.
so if this is real, which if you all say it is, then you're not completely just dicking around to me.
Mhm.
Then it could be real, but I don't think Lee's responsible.
I bet he is. He's got to be.
I'm
He's
pretty
not-
sure
he's
he-
the only one that's not here, and this was his
How
idea.
long have you all been
Also-
here now?
I've been here.
Joe's been here the longest.
And I've just got here, so
No, you were
maybe
here 2
he'll
years before me,
turn
9
up
days.
later today.
Yeah, the fact that I.
Or Hayden showed up 2 days after Baker showed
Yeah,
up.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
And where's Lee been for the past 2 weeks?
So save the
Well,
best.
3
I've not
months.
seen- I've
That's
seen-
the point. Have you seen Leigh?
I've seen Leigh once over the past 2 weeks, and I knew something was up. And I've not seen him since. And I don't think anyone else has.
Because he wasn't even responding to the messages in the chat.
Yeah, he could just be ill, but he couldn't make a portal.
No, because Daniela had jobs for him. She told me. When I went round to pick him up one week.
I don't think the jobs would have been create a portal.
No, but he said he was
she was
working
kind
on
of
something.
demanding.
He said he was working on something, and he was really looking forward to it. He said it was a good surprise for us. I don't think this is a good
Yeah.
surprise.
So it won't be he.
Also,
I don't think he'd be responsible for this.
Baker's almost the same size as Hayden now. We get 1 meal a day.
And it's mushrooms and spiders.
Yeah.
That's what it's made of.
That's
Mushrooms and spiders.
I
I
can't
have
do
a
it.
distaste for both.
Yeah?
I really,
Yeah, well,
I've
get
been eating
used to
this
it.
for a week.
I really need calories.
Ah.
man.
Yeah.
9 days.
There is
On
no
the tablets on
McDonald's, Burger King. There's nothing. There's no. Oh no. But apparently they do bread. But
We
we
can't have
we
it.
can't have
It's
it.
fungus bread.
I got some fruit at one point, but it was mouldy, and I got hit in the face for it.
Yeah, and we've all got jobs.
Ooh, I wonder what your job's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, you
he
get-
apparently dances and he gets paid.
Yeah.
Fucking
Really good.
I have to change bedding.
I get paid for this shit.
He has to clean like a statue, and
I just clean the water spot.
I forgot what Joe's doing.
Clean the dining.
Oh yeah, he's got to clean
hall.
up food.
They don't even need it cleaning. They just throw things on the
Yeah.
floor and laugh.
It's probably
It's
why
not
they
a
need
job.
cleaning.
We're
isn't it?
pretty
For
much
roast
making
shops.
game
here
of
for
it.
their amusement.
Yeah. So we need to try and make a plan to try and get out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So between-
this is
between
real
us, we've got
now, this is
2 gold coins.
If we die here,
whatever
pretty
Baker's
sure
got.
we just die.
I got some dodgy incense and an opal.
That smells.
Once again, the guards come to take everyone to their daily tasks.
See you, bye.
Try not to
Where's
die.
that
Graham,
going?
you are taken along
Watch out
with
for
the
the
dwarf Eldith and the sickly-looking drow Sareth. You notice everyone taking off. You see Hayden's taken off on his own. Adam's taken off with Topsy and Turvy, the 2 deep gnomes. Tim was taken off with
Marv and the other
Jim,
guy.
Jar, and Stool,
Yeah.
the mushroom, and Joe was taken off with the
Drow.
orc Ront and the big furry Quaggoth Durendal.
Durendal.
And
Yeah, you bastard stole my
Joe, you notice that every time you go off, Durendal is always like speaking like this. Oh, Galith, yeah, like this sort of like graceful language,
Like what it would sound Elvish to be.
like what you think Elvish would
Yeah.
sound like.
Sounding
Graham,
like Lord of the Rings.
Graham, you understand what he's saying. He's just like, oh, I don't really understand what's going on here. I hope I can get out of here soon.
Fuck!
Graham speaks out.
Walkman.
That's
Elvish, not Elvish. retard.
Graham, you're taken towards the guard quarters,
I wanna know
where
Elvish.
you are made to clean their weapons and their armour. After a while, Sareth, the drow, who's constantly just like scratching an itch that's not there, like to the point where it's like bleeding and stuff like that, he tries to make a run for it.
Oh shit.
When a drow tries to take a shot at him, Eldith knocks him over, just like nudges him over, and as he hits the ground, the bolt is knocked out of the crossbow and lands at your feet.
I'll just leave my foot, just open my foot over it and just stand on top of it.
More guards arrive carrying in an unconscious Sareth, so you pick it up and hide it while they
Try and put it into my sock. Oh, shoot.
okay, don't poke yourself with it.
Straight through me Achilles heel.
Right. After cleaning, they just sort of like dump Sareth in there and just like leave him there while the rest of you are cleaning around him. You're taken back to your cell. After a while, make a performance check.
Yeah, boy. Different dice. All money, no whammies. 19. I'm getting better. I do po1.
You do poke.
So you're going to get worse from now.
Another gold piece for your troubles. She sort of like she starts talking to you a little more this time, just like not opening up and not really treating you like you are a person, but still More like Bob Kelso talks to all the doctors. In,
I've got a
Scrubs.
different female name every time.
That's Dr. Cox.
Oh yeah, Kelso, sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
fine,
So you're all taken back to your cell, given this meal.
Enjoy.
This is
Yeah,
what I
it's
wanted.
horrible.
I look at the meat and try to identify it.
It's
White meat
spiny.
or
It's
not.
spiders.
Eldith comes up to you and just goes, "Did you get it?"
Get what?
Do I need to give you his treatment?
Wait, what?
Trying to be subtle.
Wait, what?
For what?
What did you do?
Open
What did you-
one
what have you
round
got?
here.
Yeah, man.
Then yes.
Okay.
What? What's going on?
What's going on?
What did you do? You've been here a day.
Have you got paid as well?
I've got
You
3
just
gold
paid.
pieces, by the way.
What the hell?
Dude, you've never got a health
When
potion.
we get out of here,
You also,
I know my new
you
job.
had some, you also
I'm gonna be a
you had
hooker.
some stuff, so I was going to grab something. What is it
nothing.
you've got? You've got?
I got
I
nothing.
didn't see anything.
Yeah, they didn't grab anything of
There's
use.
nothing to grab unless you want
No.
What did you
scraps
say?
off the
I've been,
floor.
I've been
Do you know what? Yeah.
I've been changing bedding.
They took you there?
Yeah.
Did they not see your house?
Probably
I don't think
not.
that's a good idea. This guy holds weapons.
So
Take
this-
him to the armory.
What
Maybe that's why.
what were the weapons there like with us all?
They're just like standard swords, like spider motifs and stuff like that.
I mean,
Dark leather and
I've collected fancy swords, and to be honest, they look nothing like the things that are down there.
They look better.
What did those ones
They
look
look- these
sharp
ones
and
look sharp.
functional?
Oh, do they look real?
Yeah.
I'm not-
they're real!
Sort of thing that
Why would they have an army full of fake swords?
Because they're probably all actors.
This is Leigh. You don't know. It's Leigh.
What, kidnapping us and feeding us mushroom spiders for
Yeah, I'm
a
not gonna-
week?
if this was an act and we've been gone for nearly 2 weeks, I think some people would be getting worried. Because how is Leigh going to convince people? I just need to take them for 2 weeks, maybe more. It's fine. I think we've gone past the point that they're actors. This is real. Because
This is calling the police
people would
time.
people would be starting to probably get worried. Like Lee's taking his friends
Also-
away for.
Lee couldn't have done this.
No, the people
He
would pay
could
him
not
to
make
do
a
that to me.
portal.
He must have, how do you explain
all
that
I'm
was
saying
being
is,
in?
all I'm
Do
saying
you know how
is,
much energy would it take to open up
wouldn't it be a
portal?
fucking
I've
great
seen-
reality TV show? These guys have been kidnapped and taken to the Underdark. Vote on see who gets eaten by a spider first.
Day 7 in the Underdark.
Joe has started talking to
Alright.
his suit.
How do you explain it?
No, don't you see? It's not the soup. It's my salvation. It'll set you free.
That was really good. I'll take that.
So I'm going to be a warlock and my patron will be my suit.
I really hope you see a warlock.
Hayden has officially married Sue.
Who married him?
Okay, so you eat your slot, discuss what's going on,
I now
and
pronounce
just like
you husband and mushroom.
Do we now kiss?
fall into a little bit of despair and all this stuff. That night, you all fall into an uncomfortable sleep.
Can I crack one off?
No.
You dream
Statues,
of
it's shiner.
you dream of an endless
glass.
darkness, hunger, chaos, and madness.
Yeah.
After what seems like an eternity in this nightmare, you find calm. Floating in an infinite void, you begin to hear the sounds of conversation. These beings are not worthy. They will prove their worth in the coming trials. We don't have time for that. Isgard has an army ready to fight. Your army is best used in defense of your realm. To leave it unattended would be folly. Folly? Folly is leaving the fate of the universe to these fools.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps but we have no choice. Their ancestors ran. That is not a trait an Isgardian holds. Neither is humility, obviously. You're being very quiet, Raven. What do you think of our course of action should be? I would like to take a closer look at it. A light, bright as the sun, shines from behind 4 gigantic figures You feel the warmth hit your skin and realise you are naked and alone in front of these colossal entities.
Shut.
Baker's
But
crazy.
you can't move, you can't speak, you're just there.
Can you close the curtains?
At least try and remain at half mast to retain some dignity.
Though the light leaves the figures obscured in shadow, you do manage to make out some features. The leftmost figure is wearing full plate armour. You see glints of red shining from the metal and brilliant white wings sprouting from her back. Next to her, a robed figure also wearing red, bald-headed and hands held with interlocking fingers. A horned helm adorns the next figure, whose golden armour glints brightly in contrast to the deep green cape that falls from his shoulders. And the final figure wears a hood so dark it appears to absorb the light. Black wings protrude from his back in opposition to the first figure.
He's my new patron.
How does this aid you, Raven? Sometimes you have to look into the eyes of a being to see their worth.
He's not looking
And
at the
what
eyes.
do you see?
Fear, confusion, doubt. Ha! I told you it was a mistake to rely on these idiots. I disagree. Heroism is in the overcoming of flaws and weaknesses. So you're saying we should entrust the fate of the universe into these 5 beings? 6. I still hold out hope for the other. It was a mistake to choose him alone. But if we are sending them all to their deaths... Oh, sorry. That was the wrong word.
What?
But if we are sending them all to their
Oh,
deaths...
we're putting it in the centre of the hang on.
Spoiler.
I don't believe we are. I believe this is happening as it should. I hope you're right, Raven. Fine. We'll trust your little underdogs, Raven, but if they fail, Isgard will be there to pick up the pieces. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. However, as it stands, they are not ready for what lies before them. Then we shall give them a nudge in the right direction. The red-robed figure raises a hand, and the light behind him grows brighter until you are left in a white void. Can everybody leave the table except for Joe, please?
No, I'm going to leave.
You wake up, cold, wet grass around you. You stand to your feet, the trees tower above you.
Oh god, fuck, it's not the end of dark.
You look around and you see a road. It splits off in 5 different directions, and there is a signpost.
Okay. So
On the signpost, you see 1 arrow pointing to the church, 1 to a campsite, 1 to town, 1 to a library, and 1 to a military camp.
Okay. If I look behind me, is there anything?
That's one of the...
Oh right, so I'm like in the middle of the crossroads.
You're in the middle of the crossroads.
Okay, this is where the hell am I? I shout around like, hello, hello. That's no good. I need to find someone to tell me what the hell is going on. Probably towns. Yeah, I'll go to town. There'll be people there.
Okay.
Hopefully not bad people.
So you walk towards the town. Let me just bear with me a second while I find it on here. Okay. You follow the path for what seems like miles until eventually you come upon a huge stone wall.
Oh,
The path leads straight towards large wooden gates that stand open. Masses of people are walking in the gates, stopping only to browse at the market stalls either side of the path. You make your way through the crowds onto the busy streets of the town. The sound of trade and laughter fill the air. A slender young man approaches you. There you are.
oh, what?
You were supposed to be here at dawn. Right, we're running out of time. All these sheep here are ripe for the picking.
What?
Look at all those coin purses just hanging there. Okay, let's have some fun. You want to be the distraction this time, or do you want me to do it?
I'm guessing that you're proposing some kind of larceny. I don't want any part of this, mate. This is just no.
Are you... Come on, we've done this hundreds of times.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, but I'm not the person that you're after.
Come on, man.
You?
Owe me.
Don't think so. I've never seen you before, just... like, where am I? Where is this?
This is Voy.
Boy. Okay.
You know, Voy, we both grew up here on the streets and have been stealing to earn a living.
Oh, it's Quantum Leap. No, I've no idea. I'm going to go over here. Good luck with your...
He sort of just comes up to you. He's like, come on. You need to help me. Annie's sick. She can't help me. If we don't get this money, how am I supposed to buy the medicine? She could die.
You're a thief. Steal the medicine.
I need a distraction. Or I distract and you be the thief. Whichever.
Okay, you distract then. Just distract away.
And you're going to steal for me?
No.
I need you... Come on, man.
Nope.
Then what are you even doing here?
I'm trying to find help for my friends. If not, I've got other friends outside of town.
Who do you know outside of town?
Oh, it's a long story. I was the Underdark and Drow.
What?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. Look, clearly I'm insane. You shouldn't be talking to me. Just find someone who's not mad.
Look, just stop fucking around. Are you going to help me or not?
Nope.
Fine. Why don't you just fuck off? And he just walks off.
Oh well.
You,
Walk away.
What else do you do in town?
I'm trying to find out what's going on. Like,
Okay.
is there like a city hall or something?
There is. It's closed at the minute.
Find out, are there any guards or
Yep.
anyone who know like roughly where I am geographically?
Okay, they
speaking?
all just say, oh, you're in Voy.
I'm in Voy.
Yeah, you're in Voy.
I'm in Voy.
Yep.
I'm in Voy. Where am I?
Voy.
Okay, NPCs. I'll try and find someone who has more dialogue.
Looks just like, what? Okay, after asking around for a bit, you pretty much just get, oh yeah,
Voy.
you're in Voy.
What's
that way is the church, the libraries that way, you know, all this.
Okay, well these people know absolutely nothing. I'm going to go to the library because they'll presumably have maps.
Okay, alright, okay. Cool. Alright, you follow the long winding road until you come across an old building with tall windows. Frescoes carved into the wall depict scholars holding tomes and scrolls. The large wooden doors stand closed. You walk up to them and place your hands on them. They feel warm. You push them open to the sound of applause. You look inside to see an audience arranged in a familiar circular arrangement, not unlike an amphitheatre. Bright lights shine from above.
Oh.
In the centre of the room, a raised dais with two chairs, each with a screen in front of them. An older man wearing a navy blue suit stands next to you, waves to the audience and guides you to the dais and into one of the chairs.
Some funky library.
He takes the opposite chair, looks at you and smiles. From here you see the video cameras filming you, the other man, the audience. Dramatic music plays as the lights move in a set pattern, before all shining on the two of you as the music climaxes. Welcome back. We have Joe in the chair. Joe, you currently have 2 lifelines. You have phone a friend and you have ask the audience. You also have £500,000. Now, if you answer this next question correctly, you win £1 million. If you answer incorrectly, you lose £468,000. Shall we take a look at the question?
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Which British king was married to Eleanor of Aquitaine? A. Henry I. B. Henry II. C. Richard I. D. Henry V.
I'd like.
You remember you have the 2 lifelines.
Yeah. Let's use the lifeline. Do the audience. Audience.
Okie dokie.
What do they know? Please something.
As you ask the audience, you see them all reach under their seats and pull out a device with 4 buttons on it. They all begin furiously pressing the buttons over and over again. It is at this point you notice you're wearing a bracelet on each wrist and one on each leg. You notice this because your arms and legs start to move, as though being pulled in by some strange force.
Okay.
You look to see a big screen with the letters A, B, C and D in the corners, with a number next to each. As the number increases, the corresponding limb moves towards that corner of the room. Before long, you are hovering in front of the screen with your arms and legs stretched wide in an X shape. The audience looks up to you and to the screen, and then begin tapping the buttons maniacally again. You start to feel your limbs being stretched more and more until pop. Your right shoulder is dislocated. You scream in agony, but still the tapping continues. Pop! Your left leg comes out of place. Pain racks your whole body until you hear a horrifying ripping sound as one of your legs is torn from your body. Shortly followed by the opposite arm. The pain increases as you feel your midriff begin to tear until, with one sickening rip, you are torn in half. Your innards falling on the floor with a wet slap. As you hang there by the one arm you have left, slowly spinning in place, you hear the cheers of the audience. Despair takes over you as the blood drains from your limp body and your world turns to darkness.
Oh, well, that's fun. Bye.
Okay, I need a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Piece of paper. I should be writing this stuff down. I would like you to take a D4, a D6, a D8, a D10 and a D12
It's
for
my
me, please.
place. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12.
And I would like you to roll them all for me and read out all the individual numbers for me, please.
What, in any particular order or?
Doesn't matter what the order is.
Okay. 1, 2, 7, 1, 12.
1, 2, 7, 1 and a 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Would you be able to go downstairs and get Tim for me, please?
No, because
And
I'm
don't
dead.
tell him anything
won't.
that has gone on.
What's up, yo?
Hi, Tim.
Hi.
Hi, your job interview begins now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so underprepared.
You wake up on the cold, wet grass. The trees tower above you. As you get to your feet, you see crossroad with 4 roads crossed on it, and a signpost that says church, campsite, town, military camp.
Church, campsite, town, military camp. I don't know where I'd be. I don't know where I'm going. Am I alone?
You are alone.
Where? Don't know where to go. Where would be the safest place? I head to the church.
You head to the church?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. That's good because that's the first one on here, so I don't have to get up. Okay, as you follow the winding path, you hear the familiar tolling of church bells ringing in the celebration of matrimony. You continue along the path until you see a small church in a clearing. You hear the soft bubbling of a nearby stream and the call of birds. As you approach the church, you hear the sounds of a hushed argument. You round the corner of the church to find what appears to be the bride and groom arguing. You're not close enough to hear the words, but you are close enough to see the groom strike the bride across the face with the back of his hand.
I don't like that.
What do you do about it?
Are they human? Are they human?
They're both human. They look human.
Oi. Don't strike a woman. You're not a man if you do that.
What's this got to do with you?
Don't ever strike a woman.
He comes up to you right into your face. Starts pushing you. You know.
Hit me by all means. You don't strike a
And
woman.
he does. He punches you. You know.
I swing back.
You swing back. You hit him. You clock. After a while, you see him step back, and you look down to his hand, and he's holding a heart. You look down to yourself, and you've got a hole in your chest. You fall to your knees, and just your world just goes dark. I would like you to take a D4, a D6, a D8, a D10, and a D12.
4, 6, 8, 10 and 12.
I would like you to roll them and read out the individual numbers for me, please.
Right, so the D4.
You can do them all at once if you want.
2.
You don't have to roll them.
6. 1.
Mm-hmm.
8. 8. 10. 5.
Mm-hmm.
And 12. 11.
Good rolls. You Andrew. Okay. Would you be able to go downstairs and get Adam for me? Don't tell them anything that's happened to Adam.
Hello, Leigh. Don't look at me.
Listen, right, Adam. You wake up on the cold, wet grass. Trees towering above you. As you stand to your feet, you see 3 roads splitting off from where you're standing, and a signpost that says campsite, town, military camp.
Right. What's on me, like at all? Am I just clothes?
Exactly what you had in the Underdark.
So I'm just in.
Trousers and shoes.
Right. I'm gonna make my way to the campsite.
The campsite. Okay. Okay. The smell of smoke and cooked meat blows through the trees. You follow your nose to the source. Before you reach it, you hear the sound of laughter and conversation. 2 tents stand either side of the campfire, and a couple of figures sit on felled logs by it. As you approach, one of them looks up to you. Hello there, friend. You look lost and hungry.
I am both.
The man looks to be in his mid-40s, with long black hair, a rough beard, and a bow slung over his back. And he's sitting on your left. Yes, perhaps you would like to join us and share of our meal. A fair-haired lady with wearing a cloak of leaves sits opposite the rugged man. Please take a seat. And she gestures to either him or, her, wherever there's a seat available. Yeah, it don't matter where you sit.
Yeah, I just asked to sit down between 2 of them.
Like on one of the logs? Or
Yeah. Like
Which one? The one next to him or the one next to her?
the one next to him.
Okay. You sit and eat the freshly cooked meal and chat and laugh for hours. It was lucky we met you. I hope you enjoyed the food. Want some more? The man tosses you a piece of meat.
Yeah, I'll take the meat.
Yes, our stores were running a bit low. The woman looks at you strangely. You look down at the meat you were given and recoil in horror at the sight of a human foot. You try to clamber to your feet to run away when you feel a sharp pain in your chest and look down to see the head of an axe embedded in your breastbone. You try to scream, but the only sound is the gurgling of blood that fills your throat. You fall to your knees and look up to the couple now smiling and licking their lips as your world fades to darkness. The fuck? That's what I was waiting for. I told you. Can you get a D4, a D6, a D8, a D10 and a D12 for me, please?
It's basically everything but a D20.
Yeah.
Hope Tim doesn't mind.
D6. Just roll them all at once and then tell me the individual numbers.
Okay. 2, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Okay. Would you be able to go downstairs and send Hayden up for me, please?
Okay, I'll do that.
And don't tell them anything that's happened.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Okay then.
Hello, darling.
Mr. Bridge.
No, I'd just like to apologise for my son's behaviour. I'll just sit it in the middle for now.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You wake up on the cold, wet grass, trees towering above you. Next to you is a road. You see two directions. A signpost that says Town Military Camp.
Military camp.
Okay, so you head towards the military camp. Just bear with me a second while I go right down to the bottom where the military camp is. Not yet. So far, everyone has picked exactly what I thought they were, except for Adam. You travel along the path for a couple of miles before you start to hear the sound of commotion. Lots of people running back and forth, shouting, the clanging of metal. As you get closer, you come upon a barbed wire fence with an opening guarded by a man in military clothes. He looks at you and beckons you over. Hey soldier, what are you doing over there? We need you to get in position. We've got an attack coming in any moment now. He grabs your arm, drags you into the camp. Go see the captain, he'll assign you. Points towards a large tent. As you approach, the men on the entrance salute and step aside. You enter the tent and an older man with short hair looks up and a visible wave of relief just passes over his face. He goes, "You made it. My God. We could sure use your help. We got incoming on the north and east sides. We got our defences in place with mounted gun turrets, but you could be the man that turns the tide. We also have a fleet of APCs ready to flank the invading force. Question is, where do you think you're going to be more useful? Manning the gun emplacements or spearheading the charge?"
Where do you feel that my skills will be better placed?
It doesn't really matter.
Mounted turrets or spearheading the...
So you're either going to be on the wall, the
Yeah.
mounted turrets that way, or you're going to be with the fleet of APCs, like the cavalry sort of like coming around the back, charging into them.
Put me at the front, Captain.
APCs it is. As you give him your decision, you hear the sounds of explosions and gunfire. You rush outside the tent to see the camp under fire on all sides. You run to help a soldier and your vision goes white. You feel yourself being blown back, pain racking your body as it slams into the ground. The ringing in your ears drowns out all other noise as your sight slowly returns to you. I'm going to turn rainforest off. You look around to see soldiers falling left and right. One man desperately trying to hold in his entrails while another trying to help a fallen comrade. Dirt flies through the air as more explosions tear soldiers limb from limb. You struggle to your feet and stagger forward. That's when you see it. Through the haze, towering over the camp, a huge three-legged machine. The ringing in your ear fades and is replaced by the sounds of men screaming and dying. As you stand there frozen in place, you see the machine sprout mechanical tentacles that start to pluck people from the ground. One of these tentacles comes for you, the cold metallic arm wrapping around your torso. It carries you up to a built-in cell within it. In the dim light of the cell, you notice other soldiers in various states of shock and disassociation. As you look for a way out, you hear a metallic clunk and then a whirring noise. The soldiers start to shift and panic as they begin to notice the walls closing in. You try to push the walls to slow them down, but before long you feel the opposite wall at your back. You keep trying to fight, but the walls keep coming. Crack! You feel your bones begin to break. Pain shoots through your body as you feel yourself being slowly compressed further and further until, with a sickening crunch, your world goes dark. I'd like you to take a D4, a D6, a D8, a D10 and a D12. Roll them all at once and tell me your individual numbers, please.
Okay, so I've got. Do you want them as by the dice roll, or?
It doesn't matter the order.
So I've got a 2, a 2, a 5, a 7, and a 7.
Okay. Would you be able to send it up? Graham, for me, please.
What if I wasn't in kibbles and lips?
I'm dead.
You wake up on the cold, wet grass, trees towering above you, a road in front of you, and a signpost that says town, that direction.
I feel the floor.
Okay, it's cold, wet and grass.
Just making sure it's grass and picks them up and
It's grass.
hello.
No one there.
It's open fields then. Can I see a town?
No, it is middle of the forest. You can't see the town, but you see the
So I can see the path and there's just
path leading towards the town.
happen again. Start walking.
Okay. You follow the path for what seems like miles until eventually you come upon a huge stone wall. The path leads straight towards a large wooden gates that stand open. Masses of people are walking in the gates, stopping only to browse the market stalls either side of the path. You make your way through the crowds onto the busy streets of the town. The sounds of trade and laughter fill the air. A slender young man approaches you. There you are. You were supposed to be here at dawn. Right, we're running out of time. All these sheep hit ripe for the picking. Look at all those coin purses just hanging there. Okay, let's have some fun.
So
You want to be the distraction this time, or do you want me to do it?
what are we doing?
One of us is going to distract them all. However you want to do it. You're the one that's going to take the money. We can actually eat well tonight.
How are we supposed to take the money?
Same way we always have.
Which is
Cut the purse strings, take the coin purse.
right.
So, you're going to be the distraction this time, or do you want me to do it?
I'll do the distraction.
You're going to be the
How
distraction.
we distracting them?
Okay. He goes into a plan with you and sorts all that out. After a successful afternoon, you decide to go and count your earnings. You head to a hidden alley to wait for the young man. After an hour, you hear footsteps. You start to stand up, ready to run if needs be. When the young man's head pops around the corner, you let out a sigh of relief and sit back down. As you do, his head falls to the floor.
I was going to say, is it just his head that popped round the corner?
It looks as though it was torn from his body. You stare wide-eyed at the slack features of your friend before you notice a figure standing over it. The light shines from behind them, making their features impossible to make out, except for their glowing red eyes. You look behind them to see similar figures. At this point, you realise the silence. There is no sound but the beating of your heart. You turn to run from the alley. The figures do not pursue. You rush out onto the street to see the crowd of people still there. The relief vanishes in an instant when you notice them all staring at you with glowing red eyes. You freeze in place. A hand lands on your shoulder. You stole from the wrong town, boy. You feel your arm torn from your body. Only then do the crowd begin to move in. You try to move, to scream, but are unable to. The crowd gets closer. You feel their hands on you, tearing at your flesh, ripping your innards. The last thing you feel is a single tear trailing down your cheek before the world fades into darkness. You take a D4, a D6, a D8, a D10 and a D12, roll them all at once and tell me the numbers individually, please.
Ooh, that's do we get to re-roll ones?
Nope.
And I've got 3 1s, a 6 and a 3.
Okay, I will let you re-roll that because that's just awful.
Yeah. Okay. 5, 7, 4, 1 and 2.
Okie dokie. And that is all. I need everyone back up now. Yes. Bright light fills your eyes, and you all feel yourselves floating in the void before the 4 gigantic figures once again. Well, we've done what we can for now. Yes, their souls have been prepared for the journey. So now we just sit back and wait? No. Now we return to our duties and have faith that they will fulfill theirs. Your vision once again goes dark, but this time you realise you're awake. The familiar stench of the Drow prison filling your nostrils.
There's no place like that.
You take a moment to talk to each other.
Right.
Did we all just share a dream?
I had a.
I had a weird dream where there was a bright light and 4 people standing in front of
Yes.
me, and I was
Yeah.
naked.
That guy on the
One of-
far right?
Yeah.
I like him.
One of them sounded like Gandalf, right? It wasn't just
Yeah.
me.
I thought there was a
there was a
Ian
Raven.
McKellen.
There was someone called Raven, and
Yeah, I think Raven's the one that's sort of dark and mystical.
there was one that had white wings like Pike.
No, I want about the black shady wings.
Cool.
Oh, you want that one? Oh, you want Vax?
Did you
No.
see
I
hear
want
the
Nathaniel. The real
Oh, that one.
Nathaniel.
did you hear the whole 6
Yeah,
people? One
Yeah.
was set before
they've
a
got
few
plans.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
I'm guessing was Leigh.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, bridge.
Yeah.
He did something, didn't
So
he?
He's done
we
something.
are all in agreement what we're gonna do. If
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
We're
That's
gonna have
the
to
plan.
find Leigh.
And we'll leave it there.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Yeah.
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 Did anyone else die horribly? Or was that just me?
I was in
ripped
War of the
apart by red
Worlds.
eyes.
Yeah? I
Died.
got pulled literally
Pretty sure
to
I was
pieces.
Tom Cruise because everyone was saluting me. I thought I ain't fucking famous.
I died.
Yeah, cool.
I got ripped to shreds by a bunch of red-eyed people.
Yeah, but then what was your dream?
That was horrible.
Wait, red-eyed people?
Yeah,
Like how many?
a town.
That's
That's right. It took a town to finish me off.
Cool.
No, I think what you mean to say is
Alright, I
you
got
were so
black
hated that a town.
What was you doing in a town?
Yeah.
Stealing.
What
I'm
were you
gonna
doing
stop.
outside?
I'm going to ask
Well,
Jim Jar if he
I
had
didn't.
any
I
weird dreams last
distracted
night.
things.
Jim just like, just the usual really.
What's the usual for you?
Being chased.
Yeah.
Oh, what? And you can't run? It's like really. slow.
Yeah, it's like you're running in honey.
Yeah.
Never
Okay.
tried that.
No.
You're not.
No, I don't.
Surprise me.
No. Okay.
Do you know how expensive honey is?
Yeah.
I don't make that much.
Hello, bees.
Oh, I'm definitely allergic to bees.
Really? Let's hope we don't come across any bees here.
Yeah. It's fine as long as there's not spider bees or mushroom
Yeah.
bees.
Spider bees.
Fine.
Spider.
Yeah. Like the worst
afraid of them now.
I'm out.
It's just a flying spider with a stinger. The worst possible thing.
Yeah, but when it kills someone with its sting, that means it dies, surely.
Unless it's like crossbred with a wasp.
Yeah, that would be worse.
You all don't feel any different either.
Cool.
You
Just slightly horrified.
Are we sure these are actual mushrooms or are they like magic?
I
Like
think
actual, and I don't mean like magic mushrooms. I mean actual fucking magic mushrooms.
Still,
I'm Stool!
lick him and find out.
Fucking lovely guy.
Just saying.
He is annoying, but
I
slowly growing on me.
when you live with 2 dickhead cats,
Hmm?
talking mushroom is a godsend.
Plus, didn't let's
You have
think
cats.
about he helps us understand people because it helps us understand like all these guys.
It's
Yeah,
true,
oh, yeah,
psychic
it's
mind
true, yeah.
spores.
Yeah, psychic mind spores.
Helps
yeah.
us understand all these guys.
I
The
suppose he is useful, yeah.
random purple guy who spits out meaningless facts and tells us to give up all hope. The dwarf that
Hey, I don't tell you to give up all hope. I'm just speaking from experience.
It's been quite helpful.
The dwarf that does nothing but punch me in the crotch.
Anyway, when you talk about dreams,
Because we had
what do you
dreams.
dream of?
There was crossroads, 5 paths, and I have no idea where I was, so I went
Joe?
to town to Westport.
Can I work with you for a second? Just
Yeah.
Do you really want me to tell you these guys don't have to do that?
I know.
Sure, why not? What are they going to do? Psychoanalyze us?
No, I was thinking they could use it again.
I'd like to lie down on the sofa and start talking about what my feelings are.
I'm just thinking we get a chance to balance out any time we might actually do so. By using what we know now.
But there was a bright light, 4 people, and we had
Okay.
to talk about things.
Pretty sure they
Four
were
people?
Yeah,
Do you know these people?
couldn't make out what they were.
Hey, I have
Okay.
a question. Before us, was there any other people that looked like us that came in here before?
Man, I don't know. We've only been here a few weeks.
Was there like a guy with
You
like
said you'd been
short,
here years.
blondish hair?
I've been in the Underdark for years. I kind of was born here.
Okay.
Gnomes live a long time.
If you say so.
So you haven't seen like a guy that's similar colour to us, Caucasian?
You mean a human?
Yeah, human.
Yeah.
I know what a human is. I'm not
short-
stupid.
Short blonde hair, very bright
Big
bite,
bushy beard.
bushy ginger beard. Bit one for the theatricals.
Kind of a dick.
Dumb.
No.
No.
Mm.
But like I said, we've only been here a few weeks.
He's overly politically correct.
Something you ain't.
True, but I'm controlling myself.
I don't know. I don't know what that means, but
Is there anyone here before you? Who's been here longest?
I don't know. That's a good point. Maybe Sareth,
Which one's that again?
the
He's the ill
Drow.
guy.
Does he speak much?
Let's go and find out. I'd like to approach Sareth.
Oh, you did.
Okay.
Can someone else apart from Baker, I can't believe we're even saying this in the real world, not him. Anyone but him.
I'm going to go over to Sareth.
This is a bad
Now we're
idea.
going to see how this plays out.
Okay, you go to
Yeah.
Sareth.
I'd like to
Take
crouch
the
in front of him. Does he
He
like...
just he's there like this, and he's just.
Doesn't he work with Sareth?
Do you
No, I just
speak English?
comment.
Yes?
Common.
No? Yes? No?
Common.
Habla inglés?
He says something in this. It sounds like it's common, but it's like just basically just gibberish.
Do any of us
Right.
understand it?
No, none of you understand it.
Germanic.
So it's just it's just like Gallifin.
Call you an elephant.
Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
like a no. Wonder if Stool can
And-
help us.
Stool comes. I'm Stool.
Fucking love you. guy.
Okay, let's think really hard. And I'll think really hard at him. Do you understand me?
I understand you.
I think really hard at Sareth.
And it's just look. It's just, get out of my head.
Wags.
He's got it.
How long have you been here?
Voice.
Get out of my head.
He doesn't want me in his head.
Don't talk to him.
I'm going to leave the crazy...
Last question, I promise. Have you seen a blonde human named Leigh come here around that 2
Get
weeks ago?
out.
Okay.
Yum, 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 yum. Okay, I'll leave. I'll stop thinking at him.
It's just the monkey bashing two
Yeah.
symbols together.
The
That was so cool. I need to learn some kind of psychic mind spell. That was awesome.
the guards come to take you to work. Same old drill. Same old shit. Make a performance check with disadvantage.
What?
Oh, she's in a bad mood.
Yeah.
12.
You don't get a gold piece this time. She goes, oh, what a shame. Well, you've outdone your usefulness, I think. I might find something else for you. I don't know. And it's just like, turn around.
See it front and back.
Monkey keeping a very looking at
Turn around.
my peripherals as I'm looking at the same time.
And as you turn around, she just looks you up and down. It's like, no. Take him back. And
As a what? Don't know what you're missing.
you get him. For that.
From that.
After your work, you take him back to the cell again. Just sit there talking. You're in a little bit of a daze still about what's gone on. The guards come to give you your meal, but this time you notice that Jorlan, the one that's got the burn on his face, he sort of like hobbles up to the. When you're handed your meals, how do you usually get them? So the guards just put them in the thing. Like they just put them in the floor and then someone goes to get them. That way. Who goes to get their meal first? Baker. Okay. Who goes next? Who goes third? You.
I'll go last.
You go there. Wait, you'll go last.
Yeah.
I want to go last because I hate this stuff.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I'll go
Right,
second.
you go second to last. You go last, and he doesn't put it on the floor. He just holds it in his hand, and he looks at the other guards, and they sort of like they've started wandering off because it's the last one now, and he hands it to you, like through the
Okay.
bars, and as he does, just and he just looks you up and down. And he just goes, if I offered you a way out of here, would you take it? And that's where we're going to end the session.
No, I think we're kind of happy with our life here now.
I've resigned myself to this mushroom spider life.
We're staying here now.
That was the first episode of this campaign.
Ooh.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the torture that I inflicted on these people. It's only going to get worse for them. I enjoyed it
You say that.
thoroughly.
I feel like we threw a few spanners.
Yes, but those spanners that were thrown have worked the nuts of your demise.
Well, someone's definitely one of the nuts of Baker's device.
Oh, I love it. Okay, yeah, so hope you enjoyed it. Come back for the next episode, in which these fine fools will actually find out what their dreams meant. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, critically hit that subscribe button, and enjoy your week. Be kind to each other. Goodbye.
Alright.
Bye.